track and set. From the Aiken Center in Fredericton, New Brunswick, it's the AUS playoffs live on TV1 this evening, the third and deciding game in the AUS finals as the UNB Reds, they play host to the Acadia Axemen. How you doing, everybody? I'm Peter Ruckazer. Glad you can spend some time with us here on a Friday evening. You'll hear from David Kilfoyle in just a bit. Well, UNB, they put on a masterful performance in Game 2 in Wolfville on Wednesday night. Their goaltending was world-class and their special teams spot on. As for Acadia, they seemed a bit tentative in the first period. They threw everything but the kitchen sink at the UNB net in the second, but came up empty. Let's show you some highlights now from game number 2. We picked this one up in the first period of play. UNB up 1-0. They would add another one before the frame ends. Buzzing around here. Boucher with a shot on net. Mark Rassel pounces on that rebound to make it 2-0. Off to the second, UNB keeps on coming. The puck squirts out from behind the Acadia net. Patrick Watling pounces on it like a dog on a T-bone. Nice finish. It's 3-0. Logan Flodell, he was the star in Game 1 for Acadia. Well, Sam Harvey was the star in Game 2. He was simply brilliant, especially in the second, as time and time again he made big saves, 36 in all for the shutout. So in the end, UNB, they shut out Acadia 6-0 in game number 2. For UNB, Patrick Watling had a goal and an assist. Matt Murphy had a goal and 2 helpers. UNB 2 for 5 on the power play, 6 for 6 on the penalty kill. Logan Flodell, he made 26 saves on 32 shots. The 2 players that we're going to spotlight tonight are 2 players that know what it takes to play in big games. And we start with Matt Murphy. Murphy has won 2 U Sport titles with UNB, won a Memorial Cup with Halifax of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, playing alongside Nathan McKinnon and Jonathan Drouin back in 2012 and 13. He was a big two-way monster in Game 2, and he's a player that will not be phased in playing a big game like this one. And for Acadia, Owen McDonald. In 2015-16, he played alongside Mitch Marner and Matthew Tkachuk on the London Knights when they beat Rand Naranda in overtime to win the Memorial Cup. Back then, he was a role player. With Acadia, he's expected to generate some offense, and they'll need some O from him tonight. Big game here tonight. It's a winner-take-all scenario. We'll take a break right now. On the other side, we'll come back with a third and deciding game of this AUS final. You're watching AUS hockey right here on TV1.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
Welcome to the Aiken Center, the third and deciding game of this AUS final here tonight in Fredericton. Let's give you the starting goaltenders, brought to you by Universum Media. For UNB, Sam Harvey, he was the star in game number 2. He made 36 saves for the Zero. Counting the regular season, this will mark Harvey's 19th start. And for Acadia at the other end, it will be Logan Flodell, as you see Sam Harvey there now. At the other end, let's go to Logan Flodell, the 2019-20 AUS MVP, has made 58 saves on 84 shots, after 2 games in the final. Peter Ruckazer alongside Mike Bourgeois and the TV1 crew, getting ready. A sold-out crowd here, and as I mentioned in the pregame, a masterful performance in game number 2, excuse me.
Well, we'll talk a little bit about how Flodell was able to pull it off in that first game, and on the opposite side, obviously Harvey with a tremendous performance. Okay, we're underway. Everything on the line for an AUS title here tonight. Puck at center ice, and it comes to Maskant, the captain of Acadia. Deflected in by Henderson. Southam is in there. He's had a great playoff so far for Acadia. Matt Murphy, goal and 2 assists in game number 2. Bennett, he'll loop that puck in. McFadden is there to pick it up. He'll just loft it out
to center ice. One thing that Darren Burns wants his team to do, get the puck out of the zone. Don't reverse it inside your own zone, because this UNB team, they're deadly on the forecheck. And that puck goes out of play. Let's give you the keys to the game here tonight. And the keys are for UNB. Come out fast. Try to get that first goal. Play relaxed. Both these teams are going to the U Sport Nationals, so play relaxed, calm. For Acadia, don't chase the game. Continue to get pucks on net. They got a lot of pucks on net in the second period of game number 2. Face off to the blocker side of Logan Flodell. The big unit is out there for UNB. Bolin loses the draw. McDougall, he'll just get it off the glass and out of the zone. McDonald crossing the line, but it looks like Corneal was just a couple of steps ahead of him.
Well, we talked so much about how Harvey had such a great performance in that game, too. 36 shots on goal he faced. That is the most that the rookie UNB goaltender has seen all season long. The last time he saw that many shots was 29 in a preseason game against these Axemen here tonight.
Stephen Harper, 2 goals, 2 assists so far in the playoffs out there with DG. In the net. Voss centers it off to the side, loose puck, and it's held on by Sam Harvey.
Well, Harvey, you could tell on that last scramble, might have just lost sight of the puck for just a moment. And you'll see here just at the top of your screen, now this puck is going to bounce out onto that short side of the net, and somehow he gets that puck up against the post just enough to keep that one in. Ty Boland right there, almost deflecting it in his own goal.
Talked about Acadia not chasing the game. They would love to get the first goal in this contest here this evening. Puck comes to Murphy. No Olivier LeBlanc in this game. No reason for him not being dressed tonight, so he is out. And Noah Carroll, number 40, will replace him along the blue line for UNB. Board battle in the corner. There's Oliver Cooper doing what he does so well, mucking and grinding. Puck taken away by McDonald. He tries to get out of the zone. Can't get it over the line. Rassel sends it right back in. Maskant, hard rim. Kept in by Murphy. He'll spin it down behind the net. Maskant trying to track it down. Maskant and Cooper, they collide. And here's Sam Dub McFall's backhand shot up high, and he misses on the blocker side. Carroll behind the net. Good zone time here for UNB. McCarty, he'll wheel it out of his own zone. McCarty now over the line. Gets stood up there. Good job by Hall. And now Acadia, they have it at center ice. Henderson brings it over the line. Lost it. UNB bench thought that was offside. They attempt to center it. It's cut off by Hall. Hall banks it off the boards. Ben Howardchuk back into the lineup. Did not play in game number 2. TJ Fergus. Pretty sure his dad, Tom Fergus, former National Hockey Leaguer, is watching this game tonight from Ontario somewhere. Murphy in the corner in a board battle. Murphy gloves it down. Howardchuk now scopes out the situation. He spins and gets it up along the boards and up between the 2 blue lines. 16:57 remaining here in the first period. No score.
2 rookie defensemen in Hall and in Carroll out there on that last shift.
And there's a man who had the puck on his stick momentarily, Gilmore, who made the all-rookie team this season. Gattenby throws it out to center ice. Lipkowski gets it, goes D to D to McDougall. Trying to put it on the tape of Harper, it eludes him. McIver bounced it out to center ice. This is Gilmore down that far side wing, stops up, takes a shot. It hit Bennett. Bennett in there digging for it. And now Mark Simpson keeps it in momentarily and out to center ice. McDougall wants to activate. Great job there by the captain, McIver, and he blocked a number of shots in game number 2.
Well, McIver, a veteran captain of this team, and he is definitely not afraid to put the body on the line for the championship here today.
Passed off to Anderson. Anderson's been flying in this series. Anderson goes into this game 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points in the postseason. Here's McDonald with a shot. That goes off of Noah Carroll. Up along the boards, Corneal tries to dig it out. Here's McDonald into the slot, attempting to get it to Corneal. And now on the counter comes UNB. Gattenby in there, lost it on his stick. And that play whistled down as we get a stoppage here. And there's Gardner McDougall. He's been in a lot of these games.
Well, for sure, Gardner, obviously, in his, I would say, 20th season now in the AUS, coaching these gentlemen. He's no stranger to these AUS games, even the University Cup games. This is where he thrives, and he puts a lot of trust in his team on the bench tonight. And
this is old hat for a lot of the players on this team. They've been in a lot of big closeout games, and they have a chance to get themselves another AUS banner here this evening. Sold out crowd at the Aiken Center. Kept in once again in front of the net. Rassel with a chance. And then the net comes off the pegs, and we get a stoppage.
Well, perhaps a smart move there in front of the net, as you could see Flodell going over, giving his man a tap. That was TJ Fergus, and did his best job to freeze up that play, getting on the net, and as you can see, knocking it clean off its moorings. And actually what is even more lucky for Flodell in this situation is you can see there, absolutely sprung out, way out of his crease, and TJ Fergus doing that veteran move to knock the net off its moorings, stop up the play, and settle things down for Acadia.
Acadia has turned the puck over a couple of times here in this first period. Got to clean things up on their own end. Rimmed around the boards for Henderson. Here's this effective line of Henderson, Southam, and Flaman. Flaman, big hit as he threw a nice check on Murphy. Here's Southam. His pass picked off in the neutral zone. Pomerleau back the other way. Pomerleau on the outside. Good stick by McDougall, and it goes out of play.
Well, these two teams are no stranger to each other. They felt each other out here in these first 2 games. Now it gets down to the physical play. Passes are going to be crisper, and just like that, the hits are going to be harder as we look to the crunch time in this AUS playoffs.
And Mike, in game 2, that was a very physical affair. And UNB and Acadia really got after it, despite the fact it was a 6-0 victory for the Reds. Here's Chris DiGiacinto. Sent it down the ice. Pomerleau. Good pass, puts it to Goulet. On now to Boucher. Boucher stops up, and his pass behind Goulet. Back the other way. This is Acadia now. They've got some numbers. Here's McFadden moving in. He gets dumped. No call. And puck sent down the ice. And this is going to be icing against UNB.
Well, lucky chance there. And you could see the Acadia bench there probably looking for a call on that last play. Some good transition play by the Acadia Axemen, getting numbers up the ice. And as you can see there, a little bump of the stick, and down he goes. So a whistle and a face-off.
He wanted to reinforce to his team the great plays they had in the second period of game number 2. Positive reinforcement. They had a ton of chances. They outshot UNB in that second frame 16-6. Yet UNB, they picked up 2 goals. Puck sent in. Gattenby off the boards. Held in by Lepkelski. His shot steered aside by Harvey. Olsen, he comes down, keeps it in the zone. McCarty is in there, all by himself, trying to dig that puck free. McDonald along the boards. Watling, he pushes it ahead. Anderson, let's see if he can use his speed to get to that puck. He gets shielded there by Henderson. Watling from off the boards. Here's Lepkelski. And now Acadia to center ice. They'll dump it in, but that cues a change. Murphy, he'll lug it. Deflected in by Watling. McFadden, the reverse. That's one thing that head coach Darren Burns said he did not want to see from his team inside their own end, reversing the puck. There's a chance from a sharp angle by Simpson. Okay, 13:07 remaining here in the first period. Game number 3 of the AUS final. We'll come back to Fredericton on the other side.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
Welcome back to the Aitken Center. Peter Ruckgazer alongside Mike Bourgeois here at the Aitken Center. The third and deciding game in this AUS final, and so far, Mike, UNB, they've had the better chances.
Well, they've really pushed Acadia thus far in this period. See if they can knock Fledell off his game early.
That play broken up at center ice by Murphy. Off the boards. Southern was looking for it in his skates. This is Gilmore. Murphy with a shot. And that's stopped by Flodell. McIver. Bennett. Bennett in the corner. He'll take it behind the net. Bennett, he's got Garrett McFadden all over him. Sent down off the boards. Gilmore try to get a little touch pass there for Simpson. He gets triple teamed along the boards, and then it's sent down the ice, and that'll be icing against Acadia. And there is Sam Harvey, and here's a chance here for UNB again.
Yeah, Matt Murphy, great shot on the near side, and Mescant, I believe, got a piece of that one. So right away, Acadia getting in front of the shooting lanes, blocking shots, and trying to keep as much off of their goaltender. Shots on net so far, 3-2 in favor of UNB, but they've had the majority of the possession in this game so far. Sent around the boards. Here's Gattenby. Oliver Cooper on his backhand. Cooper. Southern giving him a little bit of composite to the back. There's a quick shot by Cooper. Let it go and just missed. Kept in at the line again. UNB doing a great job of holding the line and keeping pucks in the zone. Pomerleau breaks up the pass. Pomerleau, he'll just dump it in. That cues a change now for UNB. McDougall, very confident there. And then he'll play it out to center ice for DiGiacinto. He'll dump it in. Harvey wants to play it. Gave it to Fausto. Foss trying to track it down in the corner. And Murphy back on it. Off to Anderson. Here he goes. Anderson. Lightning fast. Anderson moved in. Good back check by DiGiacinto. And he'll just hoist the puck down the ice. And that billiard-style pass off the boards ends up going into the UNB bench. Okay, AUS Hockey on TV1 is presented to you by Subway. This is the time of year to try something new, like the Beyond Meatball Sub, made with plant-based meatballs. Get one today at Subway. Peter Ruckgazer, Mike Bourgeois, TV1 crew, big game, sold-out crowd here, and you can feel the atmosphere. It's electric here in Fredericton. It's not often we'll see a packed building here in Fredericton, so expect lots of noise. And obviously the players will feed off that.
Face-off won by UNB. That goes airborne, kept in. Jack McClellan getting his first shift of the game. His dad, Kevin, won 4 Stanley Cups in the 80s for the Edmonton Oilers. Watling digs for it. Taken away by McDonald. McDonald fierce on the puck, gets it in. And you see this Acadia team playing a very conservative forecheck here. Everybody lined up in the neutral zone. Here's Anderson. He'll chip it off the boards. Gets it back again. Funnels it to Boland. And McClellan will get it. He's got time and space. Goes diagonal to McCarty. Here's McDonald with a hot shot. Wire that one over top of the net. And it hits the mesh behind the net and goes out of play. Here's a guy that Acadia, they need some offense from here tonight if they're going to win.
Well, you could see how quick that turned around. A giveaway in the offensive zone for UNB. And a quick shot high above the circle for McDonald. Got a little high on that one over the bar, but expect some high offense from this guy here tonight.
2 goals, 3 assists so far in the playoffs. And as you take a look at Harper and Simpson for this draw, another face-off win by UNB. Pomerleau behind his net, scopes out the situation under pressure, and then gets away from Foss, and Simpson will help him out, and he'll send it to center ice. Here's Foss. That puck deflected. Harper has to wait for it, and they're going to call it offside.
Well, you could certainly hear that one on your television. That was pretty obvious to the linesman, so they'll step outside for a quick draw. But once again, an unsuccessful entry by Acadia. They're being patient so far. We haven't seen an aggressive attack from Acadia yet, trying to avoid as many turnovers as we saw from them in that second game.
The one thing that Darren Burns wants, more pucks to the net too. He got that in game number 2, especially in the second period. And at the same time, as we said, be a little mindful in your own end. Oh, that puck comes across the blue, almost deflected in. Maskamp breaks up the play at center. Here's Sutherman over the line. Southern taking it to the net. Harvey with a save. Loose puck. And Harvey, the mask came off as that was Morgan Noss that drilled it towards the net. Harvey had the mask off when that happened.
Well, a touchy play here. Southern cuts to the net, tries to go on the backhand. You can see the mask of Harvey knocked off. Get a better angle here of the UNB keeper. Stays with the puck, and then you can see the elbow of Southern knocking the helmet off, calling for a whistle. And like you said, Peter, a chintzy play there, putting the puck on net to a goaltender without a mask. Always dangerous, but doesn't phase that Memorial Cup winner.
I was impressed with Sam Harvey. He was ready to play that shot from Morgan Noss without the mask. Noah Carroll trying to find the puck along the boards. Watling gets it, just chops it out to center ice. McDonald under pressure. Here comes Bolin on the forecheck. Gives McDonald a hit shot, steered aside by Logan Flodell, and Maskamp, he wants to get it out. But he can't, kept in by Watling. Had Anderson going towards the net. They get it behind the net. Here's Watling, he'll feed the point. Hall with a shot, that gets deflected wide. Watling back on it again. Good pressure once again from UNB. Watling, he'll play it back to the near side point for Carroll. Carroll turns it over. Here's McCarty. McCarty gets felled by Hall, and there's going to be a penalty against UNB as Carroll tried to get a puck towards the net, and he turned it over.
Massive turnaround, massive turnover from the first-year defender, and a penalty coming, a huge turn of events for UNB, and you can probably hear the crowd not too impressed with that one as Hall's going to head to the sin bin for 2. Big chance on the power play for Acadia coming up.
Well, this power play has got to get going for Acadia. 9.7% overall in the postseason. 0 for 6 in game number 2. 33, of 31 for the playoffs. Got to get something on the PP. Here's a good opportunity. Puck rimmed around the boards. It comes to Harper. They'll play it back to the point. TJ Fergus will skate the line. Off to Harper. Gets it across. McFadden with the shot. Pad saved by Harvey and then hammered and down the ice.
A little bit of a misplay there by Cooper. Pinched a little too close onto the defender. Broke that box up. And a good chance there for the Axemen.
Harper over the line. Lost it, but Fergus gets in there deep. TJ Fergus. Back to McFadden. He'll advise pass there. As it's picked off, here's Simpson, an elite penalty killer. Simpson with a shot. Blocker saved by Flodell. And that launches another attack up the ice by Acadia, and that's just offside at the UNB line.
Well, we'll take a look at this Acadia chance here on the power play. Still a little under a minute to go, but you can see great pass across. McFadden tried to find it short side. Harvey got that pad out. And a good rebound there. Good control by Harvey to get that puck into the corner, out of danger.
Minute 7 remaining in the penalty. To Connor Hall. Acadia with one good look so far on the power play. Here's Alex Goulet killing off the remainder of this penalty. Goulet, he gets taken down, no call. McCarty tries to race onto the puck and gets it. McCarty, he'll throw it into the corner. Got a little bit of a hack there from Murphy. Off the glass, down the ice.
Two veteran defenders. Great job on that back check. Murphy's cleaning it up for McIver and clearing it the length of the ice. Kill some more time off this power play.
That's a pretty good pairing for UNB. Two veteran defensemen. Here's Gattenby in the corner. Great job by Pomerleau to dig it out, and he'll get it clear.
Two straight battles won by UNB in the corner. Two straight clears, and that's about 20 seconds gone in those two chances for Acadia.
Maybe one more foray up the ice here for Acadia. Maskant throws it in. Bennett on the puck behind the net. McIver back out there with Murphy once again. There's a shot. That got diffused in front. Flaman's shot. It's blocked by Bennett. And now pushed ahead. Here's Watling. Watling gets it to Bennett. He got stood up by Big Lepkowski as Lepkowski stepped into him. Pomerleau. He just dodged the check there from Flaman. Maskant fanned on the pass attempt and banks it off the boards. Sent back in by Gattenby, and that's icing with 6:23 remaining here in the first period.
Well, Lepkowski, a big 6'4" player for the Axemen, and that was a little bit of a suicide pass there. Bennett with his head down came up against a pretty big defender, a pretty big body, and he's lucky he didn't find himself on the ice after that pass. A good rush, but a better check there from Lepkowski, standing up his man at the blue line.
Big, solid defenseman out of Buffalo, New York. Former draft pick of the Sabres. And that's what he does well, playing physical, and he's been very physical for 2 games and a bit here for Acadia. Watling gets it towards the net. Morgan Noss breaks up the play. Lepkowski on the backhand. He'll just throw it into space. Connor Hall back on it. Great pass to center ice for Watling, and he got nailed as Lepkowski, his second big hit of the game. Watling with a shot is blocked by Lepkowski. Here's Hall trying to find some room. That gets deflected out of play. The young man from Wingtown, Alex Lepkowski, throwing some big hits. Game 3, AUS Finals, here on TV1.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh! Sorry.
Sorry.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
Big crowd on hand here for Game 3. Welcome back to the Aiken Center. I don't know what Alex Lepkowski had for breakfast this morning, but must have been raw meat because he's had a couple of big hits in this game for Acadia.
An absolute wall thus far. 2 big hits. He'll add to that total, I'm sure.
Loose puck in the corner. Rassel trying to find it. Rassel, former 50-goal scorer, Medicine Hat in 2017-18. Sam Dub McFalls, he gets pinned by McFadden. Southam is in there trying to crowbar that puck loose. Still have it up against the boards. Still there. Some heavy, heavy lifting going on behind that Acadia net. Here's Oliver Cooper. He'll just spin it back behind the net. First on it, though, is McFadden. And then Flamin can't get it out. We've said that repeatedly here in this first period. Sam Dub McFalls tried to find Oliver Cooper. Here's Murphy. He comes down, pinches in, keeps it in, comes all the way around to the opposite point. Good puck battles here. And now finally Acadia, they get it out of their zone.
McFadden strips Rassel the puck, gets down the ice, but ends up giving it up. Here comes Murphy.
Murphy, he had Rassel going towards the net, couldn't get him the puck, and Flodell will freeze it.
Flodell thus far sticking with it. Only 6 shots on goal for UNB thus far in this game. We're under 5 minutes to go. Pretty uncharacteristic for this UNB team. Only 6 shots. They have been known to rack up the shot totals. Lots of pucks to the net. Flodell is no stranger to seeing lots of rubber in this building thus far.
Acadia outshot UNB in game number 2, 36-32. Here's a shot off the draw by Goulet, and Goulet had that Brett Hall style goal in game 2 as we got a UNB player down on the ice. That's Boucher.
Boucher grasping at his face, looking for a high sticking call perhaps. Might have caught something off the draw, but talk about a wrister, an absolute laser from the top of the circle. Goulet, one of the better chances late in this first period for UNB off the draw.
Face off to the glove side of Logan Flodell. Late stages of the first period. 4:30 remaining. Here's Simpson in the corner, mucking and grinding. To the point. Goulet. That pass too hot to handle for Hall, and he has to backtrack inside his own zone. Noah Carroll. Noah Carroll hits center ice, wants to continue on. Gave it away. Hall is back there. And that pass down the ice. They waved the icing off. Hammered around the boards by Acadia. Gattenby plays it to an open wing. Skating onto it is Anderson. Anderson, he'll button hook in front as Tyler Bolin was right there. He didn't see the puck coming. Chipped off the boards. Anderson filling in on the point and then sent to the near side. This is Pomerleau. Pomerleau in over the line, had to dodge a check there from Maskant. Pomerleau spins it behind the Acadia net. Tate Olson there under pressure, able to make a pass. DiGiacinto, he slips, and that's going to be offside at the Acadia line.
Well, we'll take a look at this quick pass in front of the net. Boland, as you said, Pete, might not have known that puck was coming. Anderson, quick pass, sails through the slot. Boland cutting hard and just couldn't get enough on that puck. That's the kind of shot he needs to execute, and he's missed a couple. One in particular in the first game he's been seeing in his sleep, I'm sure.
And we saw a lot of plays like that in game number 1. Pucks that were coming towards the net looked like easy tap-ins, and UNB unable to convert. Here's Lepkowski, his pass to center ice. Simpson comes back the other way, and there's Lepkowski again. A big hit on Simpson. It's offside at the line.
Talk about a stand-up defenseman. He has been looking for bodies, and we'll take a quick look at, well, what is his third. Could have been a huge hit at the blue line. It's the exact same location as that first one, and Simpson just a head down a little bit, taking a look at the puck, and Lepkowski almost standing him up. A third big hit for the Acadia defenseman, 6'4".
You don't see too many open ice hits in hockey nowadays. He's had 3 of them here in this first period. And there's McDougall, steps up on Murphy. So Acadia getting a little mean and physical, but McDougall is going to get called for, I guess it's an interference call.
Well, Murphy with his back to the play, obviously had official siding on the fact that he was impeded. McDougall's going to head to the box for 2. Looking for a big check, maybe trying to follow suit with Lepkowski. That's going to cost him, and his team will go to the penalty kill here with just 3 minutes left in this first period. Huge opportunity for UNB to get on the board right before the break.
UNB 27.3% on the power play in the playoffs, 6 of 22 overall, 2 of 5 in game number 2. Here's Goulet on the draw. It's lost by UNB, held in at the line. Here's Boucher, half wall. Puck skips away from Murphy. He's got to hurry. DiGiacinto has got speed. Murphy, good little head fake. And now he'll carry. Here's Murphy. He gets funneled off along the boards. Acadia had a shorthanded goal in game 1. Rodney Southam. And that puck deflects and goes into the Acadia bench.
Well, Murphy, that puck just getting over his stick at the blue line. Good speed to get back. And like you said, a great little head fake there. Fooled the Acadia attacker and was able to get the puck back down the ice quickly. 30 seconds, about 30 seconds gone in this power play thus far. 2:32 left in the first. Big chance here for UNB to get on the board.
Acadia been killing penalties at an 85.3% rate here in the postseason. Faceoff comes below the goal line in Acadia territory. Maskant spins and puts it right on the mark on Harvey. 1:23 remaining in the power play here for UNB. Gattenby starts out, shuffles it ahead. This is Anderson trying to get away from Maskant. Maskant closed them down. Henderson had it on the stick for a while. It bounced away from him. This is Anderson. Surveys the situation from the half wall. Back to Gattenby. Low man on the point. Plays it over. Bolin lets a shot go. And that got deflected wide. Anderson on that puck again. Here's Gattenby. Gattenby lets it go. Loose puck for a second. And then Flodell covered it up with that big trapper.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bodies in front. Flodell, talk about composure at the top of his crease. Stayed with that puck as it got up to the point. Gattenby with a rocket of a shot. Flodell was able to knock it down, as we'll get a second look here as it pops up to the point. Gattenby, a clear lane, going for that 5-hole. Flodell sees it all the way, knocks it out of the air, and gets the freeze.
53 seconds left now in the UNB power play. Watling will take the draw against Owen McDonald. Off the scramble. Anderson almost fished that puck out. And now Southam. Southam, oh, good job by Gattenby as he played Southam perfectly in the one-on-one situation. Anderson, got to keep his head up. Maskant, like Lepkowski, likes to get physical. Puck on to Harvey, and he'll put the glove on it. And we get a stoppage of play.
Well, you mentioned that short-handed goal, and these are two teams that like to play aggressive on the power play and on the penalty kill especially. Southam, who else but Southam, going down to try to put something on goal as we look at an Acadia team who is putting their all into this game. But like you said earlier, Ken Burns, limit those mistakes, limit those turnovers. They'll try to do that here.
Shots on net now 8-6 in favor of UNB. In terms of face-offs, 13-12 for the Reds. Here's Boucher with speed, drops it for Rassel. Lepkowski is there. Back on it is Rassel. Pomerleau. Boucher skipped on him, takes a shot. McFadden blocked it, kept in by Pomerleau. 6 seconds remaining in the 5-on-4. The shot deflected as that was Rassel in front. Back to 5-on-5. 55 seconds remaining in the frame. Henderson over the line. Here's McDougall with the shot. That's blocked by Boucher. Boucher's underneath him, and then Henderson got knocked down by Pomerleau. And then chopped out and into Acadia territory. Harper, he'll sky it. That looked like it was offside. Yes, it is offside at the UNB line. And now Hall, we saw this in the pregame. Hall had a few words to say to DiGiacinto, and he has a little conversation with him there.
Well, Hall has that ability to get under teams' skin. Gardner McDougall brought him in at Christmas to become that little bit of grit that this team needed. Obviously with McIver being his 5th and final year, they're going to need that gritty defenseman try to bolster their toughness as they look at a very tough AUS conference.
They lost Matt Bowdens at the end of last season, a real gritty physical forward, a guy that could also play defense. So they brought in Hall, as you mentioned, and Hall, a lot of injuries over his OHL career, and they're hoping that the more that he practices, the more that he can get in games, the better he's going to get. Former draft pick of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Santa McFalls gets knocked down in the corner by Mascant. Here's Harper to center ice. Dumps it in behind the net. McIver got the puck taken away from him. Centered out in front. Harper can't find it. Here's Bennett. 10 seconds remaining in the frame. Tried a little billiard-style pass. That was Oliver Cooper that tried that bank pass. And then out of the zone, and that's going to do it for the first 20 minutes of game number 1 of this, game number 3, excuse me, of this AUS final. Time for us to take a break. We'll come back with our intermission report right after this.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology, so you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
Welcome back, everybody. First period in the books here, the third and deciding game of this AUS final between Acadia and UNB. We're joined now by Acadia defenseman Alex Lipkowski from Buffalo, New York. And Alex, the one thing that Coach Darren Burns told me before this game, we got to be better at getting that puck out right away. No reversing the puck. Don't spend a lot of time in your own zone. How did you think you did in that regard?
I thought we did great. You know, we got the puck out early and often, so that's all you can hope for, really.
Alex, big physical game down in Wolfville in game 2. 3 massive hits for you thus far at the blue line, open ice. Was it your goal to come into this one and continue that physical play? Not really. You know, I'm just trying to play my game the best that I can. At the end of the day, all that matters is if we get the win here. So that's all I'm really trying to do here.
Alex, it must have been tough not to be able to close out this series on Wednesday night. What's been the atmosphere amongst the guys the last couple of days?
Just light and positive, honestly. We've done a great job regrouping, and I think it shows here with our first period.
Well, Alex, fantastic first period. Wish you the best in the second, okay?
Thanks, take care.
Okay, Alex Lipkowski from Wingtown, Buffalo, New York. Great first period. No score here between Acadia and UNB. Game 3 of the AUS men's final. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more of our intermission report right after this.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology, so you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
Sweat. It says I was here. I worked here. It says I only have so much to give before I have to take. What I lose, I want to get back. Sweat says, I earned this. Gatorade, created to help replace what you sweat out.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
Here now are the AUS Subway Athletes of the Week for the week ending March the 1st. The male athlete is Alex Carson of the Dalhousie Tigers basketball team. The fourth-year guard from Sackville, Nova Scotia, was named the AUS Championship MVP this past weekend as the Tigers won their fifth AUS title in the last 6 seasons. Carson scored 15 points in Dalhousie's 84-64 semifinal win over St. Mary's, and in the Tigers' 76-64 finals victory against St. FX, he had 22 points and 5 rebounds. There are co-winners for the Female Athlete of the Week. First, we have Reese Baxendale of the UPI Lady Panthers basketball team. She helped lead the Panthers to an AUS title in the conference tournament. In Saturday's 73-60 semifinal victory against UNB, Baxendale had 21 points. And then in Sunday's 78-59 win to capture the title over Acadia, Baxendale led all scorers with 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. And then you have Courtney Baker of the Dalhousie volleyball team. Baker was named the AUS Championship MVP last weekend as Dal swept St. Mary's in 2 games to capture their 8th consecutive AUS title. She had 34 assists in Thursday's 3-0 win. She also had 13 digs and 5 aces. Then in the second match, 24 assists, 11 digs, 2 kills in the Tigers' 3-0 victory. And there you have it, the AUS Subway Athletes of the Week.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology, so you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
Sweat. It says I was here. I worked here. It says I only have so much to give before I have to take. What I lose, I want to get back. Sweat says, I earned this. Gatorade, created to help replace what you sweat out.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
The vast majority of players in AUS men's hockey played major junior hockey in the CHL, and the pinnacle of major junior in Canada is the Memorial Cup. We talked to players in the AUS who were able to win the top prize in the CHL. Mitchell, just tell us about winning that Memorial Cup with Acadia Bathurst T10. You were traded at mid-season, I guess at the trade deadline from Gatineau, and just the experience of the way the team performed and going all the way.
Yeah, I think everyone looks at the Memorial Cup being titles, but I think it was always an easy ride kind of way there, but we obviously had our bumps and bruises along the way. I think, like I said, there was a lot of trades at the deadline, including me coming in, and obviously things didn't gel right away, and I think a lot of credit to the leadership there in the dressing room and bringing everybody together, and by the end of it, everybody was best friends with everybody. I think that was the main thing. Everyone got along with everybody, and we just played for each other, and we were lucky enough to come home with the title.
I mean, the fact that they're a small market team too, and let's be honest, I mean, they were the butt of a lot of people's jokes for a lot of while, that organization, and for them to turn things around so quickly, well, not so quickly, it took them a while to turn around, but to ultimately win a Memorial Cup, I mean, that's got to make it extra special.
For sure. I think Sly Couturier and Mario Puglia, that hats off to them. They did a great job coaching us, and Mario was great, and Sly was great from upstairs, and they kind of gave us the tools, what we do, and we just had to go out and perform on the ice.
Chris, tell us about that Windsor Spitfire Memorial Cup. I mean, that was a pretty stacked team. Just give the folks out there a few names that were on that team.
Yeah, I mean, it was a team effort, of course, but you got looking at guys now with such great pro careers, guys like Mikhail Sergachev with Tampa, Mikey DiPietro, world junior goalie, and working his way up in Vancouver. Guys with American League deals now, working their way up. Jeremy Bracco, Logan Brown with Ottawa. The list goes on. I mean, we had such a talented group of guys, and even guys now in youth sports and finishing their junior careers, they're excelling at paces I've never seen. So I'm proud of them, and I hope they're proud of myself as well. But it's such a tight-knit group that we're all bound to be successful.
If you could just tell me the experience of that Memorial Cup with a pretty real solid hockey team. I mean, and we know the names, McKinnon, Jonathan Drouin. I mean, that's got to be a special group of players that you had the opportunity to play with.
Yeah, it was an honor to play with some of the best players in the world right now, and it's not only those guys that stick out to me as well. Like guys that are coming up right now, like Marty Firk, who just signed a contract, Conrad Abelchauser, Trey Lewis, all the Brent Andrews, Darcy Ashley, all those guys engraved in my memory because of our win and stuff like that. So it was an honor to play with all of them, and it was just a great experience to have.
Take us through that season because when you go through a hockey season, it's, play a game, get ready for practice, it's one day at a time. But when you look back on it now, what was so special about that season?
It was special because we didn't know it was happening at the time. We loved the game of hockey, and we wanted to do really well at the time. And we were just going through our bumps and bruises like every team, and we wanted to get better every night. And I'm sure we all realized it at some point, but we just wanted to push ourselves every day, and that was really our goal.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology. So you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Welcome back to the Aiken Center. As you see all the banners that are here at the Aiken Center. Peter Ruckaser alongside Mike Bourgeois. And Mike, we saw a very confident UNB team in that first period. Acadia, too, they've got to be happy they're not chasing the game after 20.
Well, I mean, it only took about 3 minutes to get any sort of goal in that second game. And right now, we're looking at one of the closest games we've seen all AUS playoffs. I mean, one number is differentiating up on that board, and that's face-offs. But in this kind of game, it's all about transition play. Everybody has to buy in on the back check, and we've got a first year in Noah Carroll on the blue line in one of the biggest games of the season, and he's getting a kind of his dry run, and he's being thrown into the fire. So everybody has to be there on that back check on any giveaways.
Okay, pretty good first period. We'll take a break. We'll come back with second period action. The third and deciding game in the AUS men's final right here on TV1.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology, so you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
Welcome back to a jam-packed Aiken Center here in Fredericton. No score after 20 minutes of play. Mike Bourgeois and the TV1 crew, myself, Peter Ruckaser here. And two teams that played a very confident first 20.
Well, two teams that are all square as we head into our second 20 minutes. And it's all about, like I said, it's all about transition play right now. Limiting those mistakes, but getting back is key. If we have any kind of goal, it's going to be because of mistake. Nobody's giving it an inch here. Both goaltenders are hot, both players are hot, but physical play, Peter. We've seen it in that first period, and I look to Acadia to keep that going. And you know, ultimately try to get on the board here as they did in game one against a hostile, sold-out crowd at the AUC.
So about ready to get going. Second period action. Both these teams will play at the U Sport Nationals next week in Halifax. Acadia is hosting that event. So, you know, there's pressure in this game, but both teams know they're going to be playing for a national title. Here's Murphy, takes a shot, and it's swallowed up by Flodell.
Well, it's such a close race all season long. both these teams are actually getting ready for U Sports, but they're getting ready. They're trying to win themselves an AUS title here as we see a great shot from Murphy at the point. Murphy, a big factor in that game too.
UNB with 16 AUS titles, Acadia with 9 AUS titles. Sam Dub McFalls wins the draw. McIver, he'll play it into the opposite corner. And now on the stick of McFadden. He's got time and space on this near side. Good stick check there by McIver. Southam dumps it in. He'll go off on a change. Henderson in the corner. He gets rubbed out there by McIver. Sent down the ice. There's Lepkowski. Talked to him in the first intermission. 3 big hits in that first period. Flaman comes back defensively. He'll play it off the boards. Kept in by Pomerleau. He almost lost an edge. There's a shot. Loose puck. Centered out in front. It goes off Lepkowski. And now UNB trying to pounce on a mistake here. Flaman ties up his man. McFadden comes in, gets that loose puck. McFadden off the glass, knocked down. And they're going to call it a high stick. I don't know if his stick was over the shoulder.
Yeah, Watling's certainly not impressed at that one, but we'll take a look at that chance. And like you said, taking advantage, getting that giveaway at the top of the zone. Little backhander in, side of the net. Good shot, but give it up to Rassel. Stayed with that play. Dug a little bit, but found the puck. Good opportunity for UNB early in this second period.
The Bolin line. Bolin, Anderson, and Bennett out there. 24 points in 5 games from this trio for UNB. McDonald tries to get it around the kick plate. Here's McDougall. He's had a strong game so far. They rim it around, and once again, UNB keeps it in. Watling tries to get it and center it out in front and can't. McClellan tries to find that puck, can't quite get to it. Hall is back there. He'll play it to safety behind his net. Noah Carroll gets away from Corneal, and now Hall. He'll delay a little bit and look up ice. Hall, nice pass to Simpson, and that's offside. AUS Hockey on TV1 is brought to you by Subway. Subway has all the great taste of our traditional meatball sub, but now with plant-based meatballs. Try the Beyond Meatball Sub today at Subway.
Hall getting a good look up the ice there. We talked about him earlier. Coming on at Christmas, these are the kind of games that he'll get used to. This UNB team, no stranger to AUS finals, but good experience for these first-year players as they look on to a good career with this collegiate team.
Face off just outside of the Acadia zone. UNB dumps it in. Flodell will play it. Eagles glass. Great job to trap it there by Foss. Simpson. He'll play it back inside his own zone. This is Murphy. Murphy, his pass attempt off the stick of Foss. DiGiacinto has to hold up a little bit. Foss gets onside. Play to an open wing. Flying in there is Harper. Harper now towards the net. Went off the stick of Murphy. And then it's deflected and goes out of play.
Well, Murphy, good job there, knocking that puck out of the danger area. It came real quickly into the slot, but much to his surprise would have been DiGiacinto, who was just getting in high on that slot, right behind him, but a better read by the veteran defender on that centering pass.
So the Flaman line out there against Sam Dub McFall's line. You know, I was talking to Darren Burns and I said, are you going to use that Flaman line against the Bolin line? He says, not going to try to bother with line matchups. They've got too much power, too many good lines. He said, you got a guy like Rassel playing on the 4th line and former 50 goal scorer in the Western Hockey. That doesn't make any sense. Here's a break now for UNB. Speaking of Rassel, moves in and he wires it over top of the net. Sam Dub McFalls takes a shot towards the net. That's blocked by Fergus. In front, they score! Oliver Cooper in the slot. 1-0 UNB.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Transition play, a massive turnover, and a big switch in momentum the other way. UNB stuck with that puck, a couple chances, and Cooper ultimately burying it as the good save on the initial one, but down to one knee, and talk about a rifle. Pass Fledell, no chance there. Made the initial stop and just couldn't stick with it. And you could see he fumbled with his stick there, couldn't get back in position. Great shot from Cooper, putting it up 1-0 for UNB.
Oliver Cooper opens up the account here for UNB, and now they've got some confidence. They're taking it towards the net. That was Murphy that moved up on the play. For Cooper, his second goal of the postseason. Ben Howardchuk on that loose puck in the corner. And the puck cleared by Acadia. Now this is going to be important. The next 5 minutes here, this UNB team, once they get one goal, they're liable to get 3.
Well, UNB trying to respond here, keep that momentum going. They've got one. How many they can add here before midway through this second?
McFadden breaks the play up at the Acadia line, dumped in. The captain, Mascant. DiGiacinto, he'll start out. Diagonal pass. Here's Foss trying to take it off the boards. Foss to the net, and a massive save there by Sam Harvey.
No stranger to big games is Sam Harvey, the Memorial Cup winner. As we'll take a quick look at this, stays with the play, cutting to the net hard on a great reception of that pass was Foss. You could see Harvey found that puck, stayed with it, and a good rebound control there, jumping on it, and ultimately getting a huge whistle to settle things down for UNB.
So Oliver Cooper gets the goal. Sam Dub McFalls and Mark Rassel get the helpers on the first goal here in Game 3. Harper to take the draw against Boland. Boland wins it, so it's strength against strength, top line against top line right now on the ice. Oh, big hit, Pomerleau. He stepped in to DiGiacinto. So we've seen some nice open ice hits here. In front, DiGiacinto got knocked down by Pomerleau. Here's Boland. His uncle Trevor played 4 solid seasons here at UNB. Pomerleau. He'll just scoop that puck down the ice, and that'll be icing against the Reds.
Well, UNB getting ahead early here in this second period, getting on the board with that first goal. It started with a mistake. And interesting to note, the team that has scored the first goal in each game has won every game in this series. So a massive swing of momentum here in favor of the Reds in this second frame.
Southern to take the draw against Watling, and now Watling gets tossed, and Boland will come in. Face-off won by Acadia. Here's a shot by Henderson. That goes off the stick. Lepkowski read it perfectly, came down the wall, kept it in. Do some mucking and grinding below the goal line. Pomerleau over to his D partner, Gattenby. Played it forward. And no, they're saying that Watling didn't touch it. And another icing. And again, UNB unable to make a change.
So UNB, a tired line out there right now, as they're going to have to face off against a pretty tough line with McCarty out there and Corneal as well as McDonald. So fresh legs out for Acadia. Big face-off here and a tight face-off game so far. Only one face-off number separating these two as we went into our first intermission.
Anderson gets tossed. Boland back in there, and it's won by Anderson. We'll see if UNB can get a change here. These 3 gentlemen out there must be really tired. Pass picked off. Here's McDonald on the counter and couldn't get anything towards the net. Watling back the other way. He's got Anderson going to the net, couldn't quite reach it. Here's McDonald.
Gotta get off.
Yeah, he's got to get off now. Anderson got off. Watling's still out there. And Watling, whoa! He just got out of the way of that freight train called Liam Mascant.
Well, I don't know how Watling stayed on his feet. 2 straight rushes up the ice, almost went for a third before taking a tumble between the benches as he finds his way to the bench for a breather. But good for UNB to settle things down. As you can see, he'll be ready to go back out on the ice momentarily.
Just saw Anderson there huffing and puffing. He's happy to get off the ice. And here is Liam Maskant. And he just missed Watling. Acadia dumps the puck in. Here's Murphy. He looks around. It skipped away from him. Tries to get that puck back again. Harper behind the net for Foss. He gets canceled out by McIver. Murphy along the boards. Rassel tries to get to it, and he'll hack that out to center ice. Here's Cooper, and offside at the Acadia line. And there is Oliver Cooper, his first season with this program, barely played, won a U Sport national title, and now he's a full-fledged, full-time player with UNB.
He's an extremely valuable part of this UNB team, that long stick, that massive frame, great at winning battles. And what's surprising is how well he is in tight with that long stick.
Approaching the 6-minute mark of the second period. 1-0 the score for UNB. In this deciding game of the series, Oliver Cooper getting the marker. Here's Simpson. Simpson, he gets checked by Maskant. Played to an open wing by Southern, poked at by McFadden. Tipped ahead, Simpson with that long reach. Simpson, he'll motor, gets over the line. Simpson, a shot blocker to side. Loose puck, and it comes back to Flodell, and he'll freeze it. Oliver Cooper, a mucker and a grinder. He's also got some pretty good hands. Takes the pass in the slot and makes it 1-0 for UNB.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
There's the goal scorer, Oliver Cooper, former Charlottetown Islander in the queue. And he's back out there again with Sam Dub McFalls and Rassel. Sam Dub McFalls wins the draw. Cooper in the corner. McDougall takes him out. Dub McFalls, he'll spin and just gets it in deep. Cooper has the puck now. Cooper sends it towards the net. And that's stopped by Flodell.
Cooper looking to add to that goal total. Nice shot there, short side. Great read on the play. Finding the puck behind the net. He cuts out to the side after receiving a great pass. That's that home field advantage, knowing where your guys are going to be. Turn, fired it, a little bit of a sharp angle. Flodell makes the stop and holds on for the whistle.
So they'll keep that Sam Dub McFalls line out there. Off the scramble. They get the puck again. Here's Sam Dub McFalls in front. Loose puck. Who's got it? Sam Dub McFalls takes a little bit of a spill. Back on it again. McIver with a shot. That gets deflected. Loose out front. Oh! Oliver Cooper just missed. And play's going to be whistled down for a high stick.
Couple scrambles in a row here. Tough times for Flodell and his blue paint. We'll take a look at the first one here. Short side, trying to stay with that puck. All kinds of traffic in front. And look at the bodies. You can barely see the puck. Flodell somehow staying with it down on his rear end. And that puck stays out. Oliver Cooper, big battle in the front as Flodell's gonna fix up the pad. Shots are 6-1 here for UNB in this second period, pouring on the offense after coming out of the break.
So the Sam Dub McFall line with Cooper and Rassel on the flanks. That was a great shift there. Got a lot of zone time. They have the goal in this one. And here's Logan Flodell trying to slow the pace down a little bit. I think he's done that every game, you know, when things getting a little rough. UNB's getting some zone time. Just check the equipment.
We'll leave it to your veteran goaltender. You got to slow things down, if not for your team, but for yourself.
Here's Bolin. Try to curl and drag, and then lost the handle. DiGiacinto sky hooks that to center ice. Pomerleau on it. He'll spin, goes D to Gattenby. Gattenby plays it off the boards. McFadden is pushed off the puck by Tyler Bolin. Played to an open wing. Grayson Chase. Mass can't fanned on the clear, but now here's Mason McCarty. He winds up in over the line. McCarty, he'll take it behind the net. McCarty looking to feed it to somebody. Lipkowski with a shot. That just missed. Then Howardchuk headbands it to Boucher, went off his skate. To center ice, look out. DiGiacinto was right there, as was Goulet. Boucher chips it off the boards. Slips by Mascan. Oh, big hit. That's Ben Howardchuk as he lays the wood to TJ Fergus. Fergus back on his feet. Tough pass that he gave there to Lipkowski to handle, but he was able to get it out. Corneal stripped away from him. Here's Howardchuk with speed. Lets the shot go. Flodell can't find it. Oh, they missed. How the heck did Alex Goulet miss that? He had an open 4x6 and missed. It looked like he hit the outside of the post.
He'll be seeing that one in his dreams, Peter.
Here's Bennett. Bennett to the net. The save there by Flodell. Centered out in front. A glorious opportunity for UNB. They have just tilted the ice big time here in the second period against Acadia. Gilmore takes a hit from Flamin. Pass to Gilmore. Simpson looking for it, can't get it deep, then turned over. Here's Bennett. Bennett got taken down, but that's going to be a kneeing call against McDougall.
We're going to take a look at this, and wide open, Goulet, all kinds of time, and Flodell looking to the skies. Where is this puck? Thought it went to his left, bounced out to his right, and Goulet off the side of the cage, and he'll look up to the sky after that one. Like I said, he'll be seeing that one, maybe not his dreams, but his nightmares, Peter. A good chance to go ahead here halfway through this second period, but now a power play. Time to slow things down, keep the opportunities coming.
Alex Goulet missed on his 7th goal of the postseason. So UNB on the power play. 2 minutes to kneeing for McDougall.
9-1 now, UNB out shooting Acadia in this second frame.
Gattenby gets to center, dumps it in. Flodell out to play it. High glass, out to center ice. Corneal, if he could have corralled that puck, could have been a 2-on-1. Deflected by Watling, and now UNB, they'll try to get after it. Mascan off the glass. Henderson tried to play it up along the wall, can't get it out. Here's Anderson. Great job by Henderson, who was an outstanding penalty killer. When you talk to Darren Bergs, loves his game.
They only allowed 2 power play goals in that last game, so pretty tremendous penalty killing. Acadia looks to keep it going.
Minute left now on the man advantage. Here's Goulet, stops up just inside the line, gets it around. Gilmore in there, back to Murphy. Murphy shuffles it off, back to Murphy again. The shot stopped by Flodell. Murphy, can he hold it in? Yes, he can. Good pass, gets it across. Here's Murphy, doesn't load up. Murphy, Gilmore, blocked there by Flamin. Good check by Flamin as he takes out Gilmore, and now it finally comes out of the zone. Now Acadia, they've got that long change. trying to change up the PK.
UNB getting to that shot a lot quicker than we saw in game one. Not taking too much time, just trying to get pucks on net. See what happens.
14 seconds now remaining in the penalty to McDougall. Sent the length of the ice by McFadden. Pomerleau. Off to the wing for McIver. He'll just funnel it down in the corner, and now McDougall's back on the ice. Loose puck out in front. McFadden gets it out over the line. Sent right back in. They got a tag up, UNB does. Maskant can't clear it. Comes into the corner. Bennett. Maskant wallpapers Bennett. Takes him down for a 5 count. And we'll get a whistle and an ozone face-off here for UNB.
Well, excellent job by McIver, somehow getting the stick out, hit the shaft of his stick, able to knock it down just outside of the blue line. And Bennett, perfect timing, touches up at the line, right back in to battle in the corner, got the whistle, and an offensive zone face-off. Sorry, just outside. They're going to take it outside the blue line.
Take a look at that UNB bench. A lot of big game experience there. And there's Darren Burns. Hoping his team can muster up some offense here. It's been a while since they've scored. We've gone, well, at least 4 periods since Acadia has scored a goal. Watling trying to come off the boards. Watling centers it out in front. Howardchuk got a piece of it. Here's Simpson, turnaround shot, and that's blocked out in front. And Sam Harvey, he's been like the Maytag repairman here in this second period. Not a lot of action. Morgan Noss, he'll send it down into the corner. Here's Simpson, off the boards to Watling. A partial 2-on-1. Watling gets it over. Boucher across. I didn't want to shoot that puck because Watling was tied up.
McCarty with a good stick lift there. Tied up Watling just enough. And we'll look at another scramble. Flodell has been swarmed by white jerseys thus far tonight. Another chance in tight. Great job there. So you can see number 89, Noss, laying out to make that block. But a good 2-on-1, partial 2-on-1. Boucher slides the puck across. But like we said, better tie up by the defender. Watling just unable to get on the other end of that pass.
Hunter Hall with a shot, and it's gloved by Flodell. Yeah, I thought that Matt Boucher would let a shot go. He had the puck momentarily on his forehand, and boy, that's a guy that can really whip the puck, and we saw that in game number 1, the lone goal for UNB.
Yeah, Matthew Boucher with a rocket of a snapshot, like you said. Got one on top of the circle in game 1, the only goal of that game. But his team has since began to pour it on with a big game 2, and now have the lead in this one.
Shots on net, 20-7 for UNB. Bennett in the corner. Mascan trying to corral him. Bennett coming to the front of the net. And let's see, we got a penalty coming up, and I think it's going to be Mascan as he pulled the old octopus on Bennett.
Well, a little more familiar territory for Sam Harvey at the other end, as he's going to get a little breathing room. Mascan's heading into the box. Couple words as he makes his way to the sin bin. But Harvey, like you said, not seeing a ton of action here in this second period. 11-1 are your shots on goal. We'll see a couple more here in this next 2 minutes. A big power play for UNB as they look to add to that 1-goal lead.
7-11 left in the second. Owen McDonald in the face-off dot against Goulet, and sent down by Acadia. UNB 0 for 2 on the power play here this evening. Here's Boucher. Gilmore. Gilmore down low. Goulet tried to center it. Good block there by McFadden. Murphy can't shoot it. There's a shot. Big save by Flodell. And DiGiacinto gets it and sends it down. 1:25 left in the man advantage. Whoa.
Well, another juicy rebound at the other end, and that one took a funny bounce on Harvey. Right out into his crease.
Bennett to Boland. McFadden hammers it. Gave it to Boland, though. This is Bennett below the goal line. Bolin back to Gattenby. Gets it across. Here's Gattenby, gets the return pass. Shot in front, diffused out in front. Loose puck, they hammer away at it. And Flodel's got it.
Well, 4 goals in that second game came off second chance opportunities. UNB wasting no time on this power play. Shots from the point, lots of traffic. They're trying to clog those shooting lanes and be the first to the puck. Fladel can only do so much with that many bodies in front. You can see them there. As we'll take a look at another big save from Fladel. Able to stay with that puck momentarily, kicks that leg out. Another rebound, Boucher knocks away at it, and Fladel makes the stop. Down and out once again. UNB continues to pour on here in this second period. Now 23 shots on goal, another 53 seconds on the power play.
Acadia needs to kill this penalty off and start getting some zone time. Some repair work in the crease, and we're ready to get going here. 53 seconds left in the penalty to the captain of Acadia, Liam Mascant. Face-off win by UNB. Gattenby. Anderson. Behind the net. Here comes the Bolin. Lets a shot go, the one-timer. Stopped there by Flodell. Watling in front. Oh, Anderson. Great chance. And Flodell able to react, and that puck deflected out of play.
Well, he's an MVP of the AUS for a reason. Able to stay with this puck. Great reactionary save, great positionary save. Able to get across the crease quickly, as you'll see here. A battle in the corner, wide open on the opposite side of the net. Big chance there from Anderson. Might have got a piece of it, found its way up and out of play. Big save. Fladell's able to keep his team in this one. As another 5:46 left to go in this second period. Lots of hockey to go.
Anderson had a glorious opportunity in game 1. Flodell used that paddle to deflect the puck out of play, so Flodell has Anderson's number. 36 seconds remaining in the power play, and it's cleared by Henderson.
Well, you mentioned that save in game 1. Might be candidate for save of the year in the AUS. What a better time than game 1 of the AUS playoffs.
Here's Anderson, puts the brakes on. Pass is picked off. Flamin, he's got Henderson going to the net. Partial 2-on-1 and can't quite get the puck to him. And Flamin smashes his stick up against the end boards as he wanted to get that puck to the streaking Henderson.
Well, we'll take a look at this. Could be a second shorthanded goal from Acadia as they quickly come up ice. Henderson tried to get that puck across, but it just found the skate of Anderson, who was down to make the block. Committed early, but got the skate just on the edge of that puck to knock it off kilter right into the glove of Harvey, who made the stop.
Stephen Harper gets tossed. DiGiacinto will come in. Acadia still has 14 seconds to kill off here. Maybe one more trip up the ice for UNB. Pomerleau, he'll lead the rush. Gets it over for McIver. McIver shot from a sharp angle. Stopped by Flodell. Harper pounces on it and gets it out to center ice. Penalty is over. Mascant back on the ice. He'll head to the bench, and Acadia will get a forward out there. Pass out of the reach of Harper. Back the other way, Sam Dubnik falls. Here's Cooper with a shot. Hits the post. Oliver Cooper. A goal, and he's had 2 other outstanding chances here for UNB. Wow, Oliver Cooper has come to play here. Got a goal, and watch this. Right off the post. Back to Fredericton on the other side.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh! Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, this game very reminiscent of game number 1 when Sam Harvey, he had to face 18 shots and Logan Flodell had to face 53.
Well, Harvey got a little bit of a different taste in this game too. He's able to see 36 shots. That's the most he's seen all season. Big job for Harvey now, stay in the game. UNB goaltenders are tested with that year after year. Stay in the game. When your team's at the other end, you gotta stay on your toes. Flodell, of course, outstanding thus far. The AUS MVP owning his crease in the second period.
And that'll be icing against Acadia. And I'm thinking if Acadia can get to the dressing room here, down 1-0, they would take that every day of the week, 3 times on Sunday.
Well, they've so far been in what I would call a pressure cooker after that first goal. UNB, once they got a little taste of blood, they have not let up. Great offensive chances we've seen. Cooper, he's been phenomenal. Dinger right off the post in that last play. So these guys are firing on all cylinders. They're a dangerous team when they're getting this many chances, especially early on in a game. We still have 20 minutes of hockey to play.
Oliver Cooper inches away from basically having a natural hat trick when you really think about it. Scramble off that draw, loose puck, Simpson fired it. That hit a body, I think it was Mascan. Here's Tate Olson in there trying to get gritty. Olson hops on that loose puck, gets it taken away by Goulet. Goulet lets a shot go, and he put it over top of the cage. Oliver Cooper's had a couple of good chances. Goulet has had a couple of good chances. He scores!
I don't know, Peter, this one might have caught something on the way through. Flodell handled that first shot pretty good, was able to find it, went over the bar, was committed to the butterfly, but that one, I'm not sure, might have caught something. We'll take a peek here, but a rocket of a shot as it sails through and found its way 5-hole. We'll take a look at a second angle, couple bodies in front, and just, you can see Flodell thought he had it, and it ends up in the back of his net. 2-0, 4 minutes to go. That's really the opposite of what Acadia wanted as we head into our second break.
Well, as I just said, Alex Goulet, like Cooper, he's had a couple of chances, came up dry until then. So for Goulet, that's his 7th goal of the postseason.
Well, as we took a look at that last chance, Goulet, he went high on the first one, missed high. Why not go down low? Able to find it under the pads, and I was just about to say how good Flodell was doing with those pad saves. We'll take a look at it one more time, and a great pass out from Pomerleau, but look at that one-timer. And Flodell, you can see the expression on his mask. He was beat fair and square.
So Alex Goulet gets the goal. Lepkowski back there. Corneal tried to get it east-west for Southern, no good. Sam Dub McFalls spins away from the check of Lepkowski, and here's that line. Rassel, Cooper, McFalls out there once again creating havoc. And now loose puck swallowed up by Southern, and he'll just dump it out. Flodell slow to get up. I think he might have been bumped here on that last play inside the zone. Here's Gattenby leading the charge. Watling to Cooper. Tried to take it on his backhand, and it got swept away from him by Foss. Just flipped out to center ice once again by Acadia, and they're going to whistle that down for a glove pass. Yeah, Flodell just went down there. He's very slow to get up. Didn't see what happened, but official went over, and one of the linesmen went over and talked to him. Seems to be okay.
And Flodell's got nothing but rubber so far in the second period. 26 shots as he tries to stay in this one. He's the front line for his team. And Goulet, the goal scorer on that last one, might have got a piece of something, but he beat Flodell fair and square to get his next goal up on the board. 2-0 for the Reds.
Something that Acadia did not want to do. They did not want to be chasing this game. They have no other choice now. Here's Bolin. Plays it off the boards. McIver moving up. McIver gets rubbed out by McFadden. Maskant to the wing. Flaman couldn't control it. Boucher, nice little touch pass there. Try to get it to Bolin. He took a spill. Boucher back inside his own zone. 2:08 remaining here in the second period. Here's McIver. Hit center ice, diagonal dump him. And now UNB making some changes. McFadden. Broken up. DiGiacinto takes it away. DiGiacinto lets the shot go. Big save by Sam Harvey. He's been cold here in this second period. He hasn't seen a lot of shots. And that's a very important save for Harvey. Puck dumped in by Bennett. Here comes Simpson, the big train, trying to get in there on the forecheck. Harper, he gets knocked down. Harper from his knees plays it dangerously in front of the net. And now DiGiacinto, he swept at it, can't get it out. Here's Bennett behind the net. Bennett into the slot. That's Oliver Cooper again. Oliver Cooper, my goodness, he's making a home for himself in the slot. He's had some real good looks besides the goal that he scored.
Well, he's definitely making a case for himself. One goal on the board, one big post, and like you said earlier, an inch away from making a natural hat trick. 2 chances, and you can see him there, wide open at the face-off dot. Tried to beat Fledell under the arm. He's calling for it, he's going for it, and he's making a case for himself out there. That's been his home, the 2 face-off circles in the slot. Here in the second period, they try a wraparound. There's Sam Dove McFalls, and now Corneal. He'll come to center ice. He'll lug it in, sends it towards the net. He had Southern going towards Harvey. Maskant keeps it in. 50 seconds remaining in the frame. That gets deflected and goes out of play. Well, just going back to a couple plays ago, it all starts with the defense. We've talked so much about these veteran defenders for UNB. Murphy, a great job controlling play from his own zone. 2 Acadia Axemen on him. Found the open ice, cleared the puck to open ice, and just about that, calming the game down. Veterans, they're all about composure in the AUS. They can calm a game down for their team and sway it the other way, ultimately setting up that Cooper opportunity. That Alex Goulet goal, his 7th of the postseason. Pomerleau and Simpson get the helpers. Big face-off in UNB territory. Maskant spins onto the boards for Harper. Anderson checks him behind the net. McDonald tried to center it. Gattenby was on top of him. Here's Harper, the PM. He gets checked, and now Simpson tried to go east-west with that pass. Gets it back again. It's delayed offside. Long lead pass for Harper. Gattenby has it. Gattenby pushed off the puck by McDonald. Look at McDonald going to town. Loose puck out in front. Great chance. They get it back to the point. McFadden with a shot. That goes off a skate. Time winding down, and that's going to do it. High stick there. And that should do it for the second period. So Acadia coming on strong, but they're down 2-0. Alex Goulet, he has his 7th goal of the postseason. The shot right here finds the back of the net. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our intermission report right here in Fredericton.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sweat. It says I was here. I worked here. It says I only have so much to give before I have to take. What I lose, I want to get back. Sweat says, I earned this. Gatorade, created to help replace what you sweat out.
Welcome back to the Aiken Center after 40. UNB looking comfortable here with a 2-0 lead over Acadia, Game 3 of the AUS men's hockey final. Joined now by Oliver Cooper, got his second goal of the postseason. And Ollie, listen, your line here was Sam Dove McFalls and Mark Rassel getting a lot of zone time. What's working for you as a trio?
You know, we're just sticking to the game plan, staying simple, and it's going our way right now. But there's another 20 minutes to play. It's a good hockey team over there, so we got to keep it up.
Oliver, you found the back of the net on a pretty nice feed out of the corner. Walk us through that one.
Yeah, you know what? Rass made a good second effort to get the puck to Dove, and Dove made a great play to find me, and I was just lucky enough to find the back of the net.
So much big game experience on this roster. I mean, it's not a guarantee with all that experience that you win a game like this, but how much does it settle the nerves to know that you have so many guys that have been here before?
You know, we're a confident group. We like to think we play more big games than anybody in the country, so this is just another day for us, and we're enjoying it.
Well, you had a ton of chances in that second period, a great period for you. Best of luck in the third, Oliver.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Oliver Cooper, the former Charlottetown Islander, comes up with a big goal in that first period to open the account. It is 2-0 UNB after 40. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more of our intermission report right after this.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology, so you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
Sweat. It says I was here. I worked here. It says I only have so much to give before I have to take. What I lose, I want to get back. Sweat says, I earned this. Gatorade, created to help replace what you sweat out.
Oh, sorry.
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 Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
Here now are the AUS Subway Athletes of the Week for the week ending March the 1st. The male athlete is Alex Carson of the Dalhousie Tigers basketball team. The fourth-year guard from Sackville, Nova Scotia, was named the AUS Championship MVP this past weekend as the Tigers won their 5th AUS title in the last 6 seasons. Carson scored 15 points in Dalhousie's 84-64 semifinal win over St. Mary's, and in the Tigers' 76-64 finals victory against St. FX, he had 22 points and 5 rebounds. There are co-winners for the Female Athlete of the Week. First, we have Reese Baxendale of the UPI Lady Panthers basketball team. She helped lead the Panthers to an AUS title in the conference tournament. In Saturday's 73-60 semifinal victory against UNB, Baxendale had 21 points. And then in Sunday's 78-59 win to capture the title over Acadia, Baxendale led all scorers with 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. And then you have Courtney Baker of the Dalhousie volleyball team. Baker was named the AUS Championship MVP last weekend as Dal swept St. Mary's in 2 games to capture their 8th consecutive AUS title. She had 34 assists in Thursday's 3-0 win. She also had 13 digs and 5 aces. Then in the second match, 24 assists, 11 digs, 2 kills in the Tigers' 3-0 victory. And there you have it, the AUS Subway Athletes of the Week.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca. It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology, so you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
Sweat. It says I was here. I worked here. It says I only have so much to give before I have to take. What I lose, I want to get back. Sweat says, I earned this. Gatorade, created to help replace what you sweat out.
Oh, sorry.
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 Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh! Sorry.
Sorry.
They are one of the best backcourts in AUS women's basketball, the duo of Jenna Mae Ellsworth and Reese Baxendale of the UPI Lady Panthers. During the 2019-20 regular season, these two ladies put up some spectacular numbers. Jenna Mae Ellsworth averaged 20.5 points per game, 5.9 rebounds per game, and 3.2 assists. Reese Baxendale, 19 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, and 3.7 assists. Ellsworth and Baxendale explain why they work so well together.
I think we kind of have that same quick style. We like to get up and down quick. We like to attack the basket more than we like to shoot the outside shot. I think we just work really well together.
I think that is a combination of like off the court that we're such good friends that that it goes back to like playing together, and we've known each other forever. And I think we just trust each other so much that we have confidence in each other to make the plays.
Here's Ellsworth. Kick out to Baxendale for 3. And it goes! Baxendale knocks down the 3 ball.
And having the right system to play in also provides the opportunity for these two young ladies to thrive. The system that you're in, it really affords you an opportunity to have success. What is it about your system that Coach Gamblin has that allows you to have that?
We play at a very high pace, and I think that plays in our favor because everyone on our team is so fast. So Jenna May and I, we run the court easy enough, and everyone's just looking for each other and wanting everyone to do well.
We move the ball really well. I think single one of us is a threat on the court, and Reese and I work really well together, and I work really well with those teammates that I've been with throughout the whole 4 years I've been here.
For head coach Matt Gamblin, he feels very fortunate to have two skilled guards in Ellsworth and Baxdale, and he breaks down both their games.
Reese is always developing as a point guard. As she's gone and as I've been here, she's continued to make better decisions. She's extremely competitive, wants to win, and does anything we ask of her. So
Ellsworth is in her 4th year, while Baxendale is in her 3rd, and both players have one goal before they finish their AUS careers.
Definitely winning a title in the next 3 years would be lovely, and just trying to become a better basketball player.
I would like to accomplish a championship with this team that I have right here. They're a great group of girls, and I'd like to accomplish that with them.
So ladies, your dream did come true. You won an AUS title. Best of luck to you as you move on to the U Sport Nationals in Ottawa.
Yeah, so you can see how these are just little, basically absorbent patches that will capture your sweat. And then we just measure how salty your sweat is.
When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come. Yeah, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come.
What's my soccer ball? Well, the air inside, it has superpowers. There are tons of little teachers inside that help me learn about things like collaboration and perseverance. With each kick, those powers get a little stronger. I think it's made out of polyurethane, though.
Give them the chance to discover what their equipment is made of. Give them the chance to play. Visit sportnovascotia.ca to find out how you can help.
Did you know falls are the #1 reason children in Atlantic Canada are hospitalized? Help make your home safer for kids of all ages by using or installing a window stop. Screens are not enough to prevent falls. Protect small children by using a screw-mounted gate at the top of the stairs. Be careful not to trip over your pets, and keep clutter and toys off of the stairs and floors.
We can all help our home be a safer place.
Finally, a non-alcoholic beer that actually tastes like beer. Introducing Budweiser Prohibition Brew.
Sweat. It says I was here. I worked here. It says I only have so much to give before I have to take. What I lose, I want to get back. Sweat says, I earned this. Gatorade, created to help replace what you sweat out.
Welcome back to the Aiken Center. Game 3, the deciding game of this AUS men's final. 2-0 lead here for UNB. And Mike, a real strong performance. The ice totally tilted in favor of UNB.
Yeah, 21-4 were your shots on goal in that period. UNB gets ahead 2-0, but for good reason. They put pucks on net. They made Fledell scramble all over the place. And luckily for him, it's only 2 goals. We've seen a couple ring off the post in that one.
Okay, we'll see if there will be a third period response from Acadia. We'll take a break, come back with third period action. You're watching AUS playoff hockey here on TV1.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology. So you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
What's my soccer ball? Well, the air inside, it has superpowers. There are tons of little teachers inside that help me learn about things like collaboration and perseverance. With each kick, those powers get a little stronger. I think it's made out of polyurethane, though.
Give them the chance to discover what their equipment is made of. Give them the chance to play. Visit sportnovascotia.ca to find out how you can help.
Did you know falls are the #1 reason children in Atlantic Canada are hospitalized? Help make your home safer for kids of all ages by using or installing a window stop. Screens are not enough to prevent falls. Protect small children by using a screw-mounted gate at the top of the stairs. Be careful not to trip over your pets and keep clutter and toys off of the stairs and floors.
We can all help our home be a safer place.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Welcome back. Sam Harvey and company 20 minutes away from winning the 2019-20 AUS title. In that second period, Oliver Cooper got his second from Sam Dove McFalls and Mark Rassel, and then Alex Goulet his 7th from Pomerleau and Simpson. And Logan Flodell, again, another solid game for him between the pipes for Acadia.
5 straight periods scoreless for Acadia. They need those guys like DiGiacinto putting shots on goal. Only 1 shot in this game, 5 in the first game, 9 in the second. They need guys like that putting pucks on goal.
They need to flex their offensive muscles here in this third period. There's Rassel from off the boards, sends it towards the net. This line might be the best line tonight for UNB. Cooper trying to hunt down that puck. And then that's going to go down the ice, and that'll go for icing.
30 face-offs in that last period, and McDonald for Acadia, he took 11, improved his ratio to just under 50%. But look to those guys on the UNB bench who are used to winning big face-offs. Dove McFalls and Simpson, 8-3 right now for Simpson as he squares off in the offensive zone.
Simpson, a monster in that face-off circle, and there you see, wins the draw. Shot by Pomerleau. And that's deflected by Flodell, and that puck goes out of play.
No better feeling when you can trust guys in the face-off dot. Like we just mentioned, Simpson is one of those guys, and Gardner has been going to him all season long. Now 9-3 in front of the face-off dot as we start off this third period. Once again, he'll take another.
Sought-after skill that a lot of pro teams are looking for. Simpson went to 2 Washington Capitol camps. Here's Henderson. He'll play it to an open wing. Chipped at by Southam. That's going to be offside at the UNB line. AUS Hockey on TV1 is brought to you by Subway. Surprise your taste buds with our new plant-based meatballs in the new Beyond Meatball subs. Find them today at Subway. Peter Ruckgazer, Mike Bourgeois, and the entire TV1 crew, the hard-working TV1 crew, been very busy over the last 10 days. Speaking of hard-working, there's Southam, who's had a very strong series here, good playoffs, and we'll see him next week at the U Sport Nationals in Halifax.
It's a good week to be a university sports fan, Peter.
There'll be some great hockey played next week in Halifax. McDonald, he gets that puck at center ice. Just out of the reach of Corneille. A puck bounces to Corneille. There's a shot, they score! Ross McDougall, the former Quebec Rampart, lets it drift towards the net, and Acadia back in it.
Well, a little bit of a miscue there from UNB. That puck came from all the way on the half wall, far side near the bench. And watch it just trickle out into the middle. Easy pickup, finds the high man. Murphy trying to get down for the block. Great pass, finds the open man at the point. All kinds of traffic. And that'll beat Harvey 5-hole. He lets the first one slip by on Acadia's 12th shot. Big first shot of the period.
Ross McDougall got set up on a tee for him by Corneille. And now Acadia down by 1. Big time early goal. That should get the confidence going for this Acadia team. Here's Sam Dub McFalls. Lost it, got it back again. Takes a hit from Flamen. Flodell. Mascan, he'll sweep it around the kick plate. Deflected, but not out. There's a shot by Goulet, just missed. Mascan hard around the boards. Did it get touched? And no, it didn't. It's going to be icing against Acadia.
Well, only seconds into this third period. What a way for Ken Burns' team to get on the board and get things going. Lots of hockey left. Tons of time to come back. Only one goal now down as they've cut that lead, and they look to bring on a little bit of that Game 1 magic that we saw in the AUC.
Darren Burns got to be happy with what he has seen here. Good response in this third period early. And I believe that is Flamen that went down. Did he take a stick to the face?
Well, quickly back up to his feet, always a good sign. Trainer was coming out to check on him. And I believe you're right, Peter. Might have got a stick up, so Trainer was ready with the towel, just in case.
Darren Burns says of Flamen, a guy that's really improved in each of his seasons at Acadia, and he's become known as a real responsible two-way player. He's had a fantastic playoff for Acadia.
No call there either, just stoppage in play by the referee. Obviously, bit of contact in the head area.
Mascan again around the boards. Foss delays, lost the puck, and it's back inside the zone. Here's Goulet. Goulet on his backhand. Harper, good back check to strip the puck. Harper back the other way. Try to get inside position. Gattenby forced the offside at the UNB line.
Well, we talked earlier a little bit about transition play, and you could see there good play by Howardchuk. First-year player, getting used to the systems here at UNB. Saw Goulet with the puck, driving to the net, but didn't commit. He was able to get on the back check. No odd man rushes, 3-on-3, and force the offside to get a whistle.
Ben Howardchuk played for his dad, Dale, with the Barrie Colts, and nice to hear that Dale Howardchuk recovering from cancer surgery about a month ago and resting easily at home. And I'm sure he's watching his son play in this one. Shots on net 31-12 in favor of UNB. Numbers that count 2-1 for UNB. 7:27 left in regulation. DiGiacinto, he'll dump that puck in. Didn't get it in deep enough though. Howardchuk, or excuse me, that's Bennett, deflects it to center ice. Off the boards, Simpson picks it up. Gilmore's got to wait for Bennett to get onside. And that trio will go off for a change for UNB. Here's Mascan. He's got time and space down this near side. He'll dump it right on Harvey, and he'll hang on.
Well, Bennett was slow to get back there on touch up on the offside, so a little bit of a missed opportunity on the turnover by Acadia, but Bennett, you can see adjusting his skates there, maybe got a piece on the foot, something, a little bit of discomfort, and lacing him up, back up. So what missed chance there, but we'll get a defensive zone face-off. And Dove McFalls, who else would you want out there but him and Simpson to try to win an all-important face-off in your own zone?
On goal situation, you're going to see a lot of 15, Sam Dove McFalls, a lot of 24, Mark Simpson. Oliver Cooper comes in, McFalls gets kicked out. UNB, they get possession. Here's Matt Murphy. Murphy deflected by Cooper. Sam Dove McFalls after it, and again that puck goes airborne and goes out of play.
A lot of whistles so far. Hard to really get things going, and we saw how well UNB put the pedal to the metal after that first goal, and that doesn't come with whistles. You got to keep play going. Momentum was high, and they were able to get a couple good chances in that, like you mentioned, Peter, that first 5 minutes, and that's what really drove them through that second period, ultimately giving them that lead. We'll see if they can increase the flow, cut down on the whistles, and increase their chances as well.
For Acadia, this is the type of hockey they like to play. They can't play run and gun. As a matter of fact, nobody in this conference can play run and gun with this UNB team. Watling loses his footing, gets it down low. Boland was there. He got tied up. And now here's Flaman, seems to be okay. Anderson gets taken up into the boards, not before making a play. Here's McDougall again with a shot. Two Acadia players in front. That was Southern in front. Oh, what a save by Harvey. Harvey was on his stomach, and you had Henderson buzzing around. Flaman, Southern, and Harvey saves the day.
Well, we'll take a look at that. Oh, Watling, a little bit of leakage there as he's still down on the ice. But we'll take a look at that opportunity from Acadia. DiGiacinto said in that second game they didn't get the bounces they wanted, and that's ultimately what cost them their game. They put everything on Harvey they could in the second period, as they are here, but somehow that puck was stopped. We'll take a look at it from another angle. Shot from the point, obviously hit something on the way. Piece of it in front, and Harvey diving out to that right side makes the stop. All kinds of trouble. Murphy helping out, and Harvey finds the puck, gets the stop, and that was a great chance for Acadia to try to square this thing up at 2.
You had two Acadia players just standing in front of the net, and there
Watling,
you see Watling. Boy, he is leaking. You're right.
And we'll check and see if he'll have a dentist appointment tomorrow morning. And they'll have to scrape away some of the blood on the ice, but that's what it's all about here. AUS hockey, hard-nosed. Watling still down in the tunnel. He has not left that bench.
And Gardner McDougall talking to the official right now and pointing at Watling and wondering why there wasn't a penalty called.
And leaked all the way to the bench. They're going to bring him down into the dressing room, I believe. Gardner still having a chat, wondering, you know, there's blood, where's the call? But in those moments, big-time scrambles, sometimes referees, they're trying to find sight of the puck. It's always the job of the second official to monitor things, but in those situations, I mean, a good job by the referee to whistle it down when they did. Watling, hopefully to see him back shortly. Pretty big player for UNB. Lots of speed, great offensive for them.
So they got to scrape the blood off the ice, and Watling has gone, as you mentioned, Mike, to dressing room to get some repairs.
And that's hard-nosed hockey right there.
And so I have a stop and play here, and this Acadia team, boy, their confidence has probably gone up tenfold here thanks to that goal by Ross McDougall.
Well, Harvey just taking a moment here, quick breather, still on top by 2. He's let one slide underneath him from a great point shot in this third period, only 8 seconds in. But a good stop by him there, and he'll try to keep that momentum going as he mans the crease for another 16 minutes and 16 seconds in this third period.
For McDougall, his first of the postseason. Corneal and McDonald getting the assist. Off the draw, this is Gattenby. Gattenby will lug it to center. Gattenby still has it, lets a shot go. Goes off the stick of Mascan. And now here's DiGiacinto. He's got speed, drops it back. Oh, McFadden. Did that hit the crossbar?
Might have got a piece, Peter. It just sounded like it from the reaction from the crowd.
Here's a race and chase. Rassel, and he gets taken down by McFadden. And there's going to be a power play opportunity for UNB.
Transition at its finest. We'll take a look at that last rush from Acadia. And a good opportunity it was. There's your guy, DiGiacinto. Is he going to shoot? No, great pass. Had both the defenders locked in. And that one, I think it just got a nick of that crossbar as Harvey looks back and sees it sail past the net.
Hot shot by McFadden. A couple of inches away from tying up this game. But now Mascant is off for a penalty.
And McCarty not happy letting the official hear it from the bench. You'll have to watch out. You don't want to end up with a bench minor. And this team on a 5-on-3, that spells danger right there.
We've seen our fair share of 5-on-3s in this series, and neither team able to capitalize on them. Goulet will take the draw. Goulet, Boucher, and Rassel out there in the power play. Brady Gilmore and Murphy also out there for UNB. Flaman, Henderson, Lipkowski, and McFadden to kill it off for Acadia. The bump back, it comes to Goulet. Goulet, he'll take it around the back of the net. Gilmore comes down, fighting for it on that half wall with Lipkowski, who's played a heck of a game here along the blue line for Acadia. And it's sent down by the Axemen, and they'll change up the PK. Southam, as you would expect, he'd be out there to kill off a penalty. Number 71. Here's Murphy. He toe picks, but got it off to Gilmore. Back to Murphy. Murphy, Boucher. Murphy again. Can't unload a shot. That pass skips away from Boucher. He's back on it again. Here's Murphy at the point. Murphy, little spin move. Murphy again. A lot of confidence there. Last man back. Murphy shoots one up high that hit Lipkowski, and Lipkowski gets it and sends it down the ice.
Well, Dove McFall, a name you haven't seen out there for a couple minutes. He got a bit of a boot change, a couple new wheels brought out from the trainer, so he's been off for quite a bit of time, and that's a centerman you want in your game. Now back on his feet with a couple fresh skates, maybe a sharpening job. He's back up and ready to go for the Reds.
29 seconds remaining in the penalty. The Mascant very anxious to get back out on the ice. So DiGiacinto will take the draw. Bolin wins it.
Only one draw taken by DiGiacinto in the entire first two periods. Interesting choice not to go with McDonald there.
Here's a turnover in the neutral zone. DiGiacinto, he'll rag it for a bit and just play it back. Morgan Noss gets it inside the UNB line. 9 seconds left in the power play. Here's Simpson, streaks down the wing. Simpson, good stick by DiGiacinto. Poked it away from Simpson. Now DiGiacinto, Mascant's back on the ice. Takes the pass off the wing, and Mascant just wire that one high and wide. Sky hook down the ice. Here's McDougall. He has the goal for Acadia. McDougall under pressure, gets a second opportunity to clear the zone, and then Harper comes back to help him out. Pomerleau to the captain, McIver. Bennett just deflects it in, and he goes off on a change. Swung around the boards on that far side, and Oliver Cooper, he'll gather it up between the two blue lines. Here's Pomerleau. Pomerleau to center ice, dumps that puck in. McFadden looks over his shoulder for the oncoming forecheck from Howardchuk. Gattenby, he'll send it right back in on the stick of McFadden. Long pass to center for Foss. Here's Harper. Comes behind the net. Harper centered it out in front, and McCarty couldn't quite get to it. McDougall plays it over. Open wing. McFadden on his horse. He'll dump it in. And big Connor Hall off the boards, out of the zone. Goulet with speed. Boucher lets a shot go. Good job there by Lepkowski as he put the shoulder into Boucher, gets rough with him. Here's McIver with a shot. Blockered away by Logan Flodell. Approaching the 8-minute mark of the third period. Off the boards and icing against Acadia.
Well, Acadia trying to fool Harvey, going the other way there. He quickly, nice chance short side, but Harvey read it all the way. Kept that pad on the post, kept the skate on the post. Good chance, better save by the first-year goaltender for the Reds.
Everybody wanted to go to the bench. They thought it was going to be a TV timeout, but it's an icing there, so everybody's got to get back into position here. The big line out there for UNB, Boland, Anderson, and Bennett. Here's Mascamp behind the net. McCarty gets it out to center ice. Back in. Mascamp has to pivot and go back. Here's Bennett. Bennett in there. Trying to create some havoc. Henderson can't corral that puck.
A little bit of a screen set there by Flodell as the UNB guy was trying to attack.
Okay, 11:51 remaining in the third period of play. And Acadia back into this one. Ross McDougall with the blast. Back to Fredericton on the other side.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
Welcome back to the Aiken Center. 11:48 remaining in regulation, and there's the man that got Acadia back in the game, Ross McDougall, a defenseman. This season he's had to play a little bit up front for Darren Burns.
But a rocket of a shot, and that's all it took to beat Harvey to get them at least within one goal. They've got a lot of hockey to work with here. They're going to try to push with an offensive draw.
Very loud crowd here tonight at the Aiken Center, a sellout. Game 3 of the AUS final. Mascan has to go back, or excuse me, this Lepkowski has to go back for it. Sent in. UNB, they have to tag up. Here's McDougall. And you'll just scoop it ahead. Flamin trying to skate onto it. Here's Flamin. And they'll whistle the play down.
Lepkowski got a little bump right on the partition where the glass meets the bench. That's why they got those pads there, Peter. And it was right on the back of his head. And that's one guy you don't want to see go down. Obviously, he's good and back on the ice. There's Murphy, that veteran defenseman we talked so much about. Such composure, quarterbacking those plays, and ultimately causing some great transition up the ice.
Oh, here's a chance for McCarty, and just at the last second, good poke check there by Murphy. Gilmore gets it down the ice. Here's Bennett with great speed. Lets a shot go. The save. Flodell can't find it. He wants to cover it up. And McDonald had other thoughts. He wants to skate with it. McDonald. Checked by Gattenby. McCarty couldn't get a hold of that puck. And now McDougall hits center ice. It goes off a stick. Batted down by Harvey. To the point. McDougall trying to change the angle. Plays it in the corner. Palmer low. Being hounded there by Harper. Gattenby hammers that one around the boards, down the ice, and it'll be another O-zone face-off here for Acadia.
Well, we'll take a look at UNB's last chance. 3 shots now. Bennett, nice job. He'll fire that on, and look at that juicy rebound. Fledell trying to dive for this one. Like you said, Peter, McDonald, no way, we're taking it up the ice, trying to turn it around on these Reds. But another good save by Fledell. Big rebound, though. We've seen lots of second chance goals, especially in that second game. 4 second chance goals on rebounds for the Reds, and they almost added another one right there.
Well, Dell's played well, but the rebound control, and he's had a little problem with rebounds in this series. Luckily, his defense, they've been able to clear the puck for him. But having said that, he has just been outstanding here for Acadia. Here's Goulet. Goulet mishandled the puck. Fossa center ice, looking for it in his skates, gets bumped by Goulet. Lepkowski, he's got time and space, in over the line, drops it back for Harper. Harper deflected in front. That was Foss going to the net. Foss centers it, and it comes right to Matt Murphy. Murphy, he'll lug it up the ice. Nobody with him as UNB making a change. Good job by the captain Maskant to take the puck away from him. Shot by Oliver Cooper. And then a giveaway. Sam Dove McFalls in for Rassel. Rassel into the corner. McFalls, he gets checked by Harper. Harper getting mean and physical. DiGiacinto tries to flip it out. Rassel is there. This line just hounding Acadia all night long, and the shot by Sam Dove McFalls. And we'll get a stoppage here.
Well, just a good case of knowing your role there. Murphy, he had the room, went up for a skate from the defensive position. Great two-way defenseman. But Cooper, stand-up job, getting to the blue line, covering his D-man, and ultimately getting another shot on goal from a different position.
Oliver Cooper with 4 shots on net here tonight for UNB. Puck behind the net. Henderson. Southam, he tries to wheel away. Southam plays it into space for Flamin. Defended well there by UNB. Maskant's got to get back in position. There's going to be a penalty here. And it's going to be a penalty against Maskant again.
And Flamin in some discomfort as he trying to get on the bench. It looks like a knee, but we'll take a look at this trip as Maskant is going to head to the box once again, and right at center ice takes out the legs of Simpson. Kind of hard not to call that one, Peter.
That'd be a good play if you were a linebacker playing for Jeff Cummins and the Acadia Axemen football team.
Oh,
it's not going to be. Oh, it's going to be Flam. Hold on. Oh, it's going to be Southern with the penalty. I thought for sure it was going to be Maskant because he dove out, made a great tackle.
Flamin, in the meantime, was down in the corner, managed to get to the bench. He's trying to recuperate, get ready for his next line.
Okay, a little bit of a break there, too, in the fact that you probably want Maskant available, and he's out there to kill off this penalty on the back end. There's a shot, and
another rebound, Peter.
Wow, Flodell couldn't find it, knocked it down. Boland moves in, lets a shot go, and he just missed. Gattenby holds it in at the line. Here's Anderson. Boland creeping in back door. They can't get him the puck. Shot from the point. It's blocked by Lepkowski. And he does the Tiger Woods. Little tee shot down the fairway. Bennett. Gilmore. Oh, that was dangerous there. Now Goulet with a shot. Gatby lines up. Here's Anderson off the boards. In front now. Anderson again, another shot. Anderson has just been snake bit in this series. Anderson, he'll rag the puck. Trying to dance around Gattenby. Gattenby, good one-on-one there. 58 seconds remaining in the penalty to Southam. Here's Gilmore. Maneuvers through the neutral zone. Gilmore lost it. Murphy back inside his own zone. McDougall steps up on Rassel. McDougall gets it to center ice, no further.
Flodell with a soccer goaltender save there. Totally out of it. Made the stop somehow, diving across.
Rassel from the boards. Battle for it off the wall. Rassel got a stick chopped out of his hands. No penalty there. Picked off from the neutral zone. 17 seconds now remaining. Here's DiGiacinto. He had his back to the plate trying to accept that pass, and Pomerleau almost hammered him. McIver shot towards the net. McIver, look out. Mascan had ill intention. Here's Cooper from the point. His shot goes wide. McIver with a drive. That hit a body out in front. Back to 5-on-5, and Flodell, this time he catches it, and he'll hang on.
And you said it best, Peter. Snake bitten is Anderson. Time after time, he's had some beauty chances in this series. Here comes another two. Waiting, wide open side of the cage, and there's that soccer save as Flodell, arms to his side, somehow gets across. Another chance there, and a big block by Mascant. You said they needed him out for that penalty kill, and they got him out there.
6:54 left in regulation. Shots on net, 38-16 in favor of UNB, and now some confusion at the Acadia bench on who should be out here for this face-off. A little bit of a delay there from Darren Burns. Try to give his troops a little breather.
Jack Flaman able to shake that off. Whatever he was ailing from in the corner, he's back out there bobbing and ready to go at the face-off.
They can't afford to lose any more players. Mauricio Coluela, he is out. Might not be able to play at the Nationals. Jordy Stollard has a high ankle sprain. He's out. He might not play. There's a hot shot. Hawerchuk in the slot, lets it go, and Flodell coming up massive.
Another great play by the Reds. They're continuing to pile on here. Dove McFalls shot, rebound once again, and there he is. Slides across, gets the glove out, and snatches that one out of the air to get the stop. Darren Burns obviously happy with his MVP goaltender. There's no better feeling to have a guy you can go to steal these games away and at least give your guys a chance, at least to get back in this one, down 1 goal, 6:40 to go.
Well, he definitely stole game number 1. Everything was thrown at him that night. 52 saves on 53 shots to get that big win here at the Aiken Center. Here's Harper over the line, a shot. Good blocker save by Harvey. Another shot from a sharp angle by Harper, and Harvey, no problems there.
Other end of the ice, obviously, Harvey doing his part too. You got two great goaltenders on this UNB team. Parento, he's got the experience, has been with the team a little bit longer, but what a better feeling than having not just a 1 and 2 goalie, but 2 #1 goalies for that man, Gardner McDougall. Obviously going with Harvey, and Harvey has proven his spot. Another big blocker save there. Great rebound control, gobbling up that second opportunity from the corner.
Rylan Parento, like game 2 of the Moncton series, 17 saves on 20 shots in that victory in game 2 for the Reds. DiGiacinto hops on that puck, trying to find Southam in the slot. Comes to McDonald. He played it out in front, and it goes all the way down the ice. Gotta be careful when that puck's down the ice and 21's out there. Chris Bennett, he has got quite the motor. Around the boards, the center ice. Flaman can't maintain possession. Here's Bennett. He'll dump it in. McDougall back there. Simpson in there, mucking and grinding, as is Boucher, and he got nailed by Lepkowski. Another hit for Lepkowski in this contest. Pomerleau across, went behind Boucher. Boucher tried to center it. Again, behind that Acadia net. To the point, Pomerleau gets it across. Oh, they score! A one-time shot. Goulet gets his second of the contest. What a feed from Pomerleau.
You said it, Peter. What a pass. What a goal. And Goulet psyched up as well as Pomerleau. We'll take a look at this one. I don't know how you can miss this one, and he got it back from when he missed one in the first period. Pass across, Flodell stretches out, and bam, there goes the water bottle. That's one every kid dreams of, breaking the water bottle. Top cheese, as Flodell trying to get a new new water bottle sent to him. There he is, Goulet. Massive goal, his second of the night.
Second of the night. And for Goulet, that is his 8th of the postseason. That's very reminiscent to the goal that he scored in Wolfville in game number 2. Right out of the Brett Hall textbook. Okay, big goal by Goulet. UNB up by 2.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
Sweat. It says I was here. I worked here. It says I only have so much to give before I have to take. What I lose, I want to get back. Sweat says, I earned this. Gatorade, created to help replace what you sweat out.
Welcome back. 3-1 lead. Alex Goulet has 2 goals in this game, but Acadia now will go to the power play as Matt Murphy is off.
Well, Goulet came into this one a +3, 6 goals, had a hat trick in that first series against Moncton. This guy has got it going as far as goal scoring.
So this is almost a must here for Acadia to try to get a power play goal. Harper lets it go. Good block by Gattenby. Puck comes around the boards at the line. Stopped there by McDougall. McFadden lost it. And now Oliver Cooper gets it, and he'll send it inside Acadia territory. 5 minutes now remaining in regulation. A 2-goal lead for UNB.
Jeff McFalls gets tied up with Southam there in the corner. Lost his glove. Stayed with the play. He's off for a new mitt.
Here's Harper, takes it behind the net. He wants to go for a skate. Closed down by Simpson. MacGyver. Time to send it down the ice. 1:09 now left in the Acadia power play.
MacGyver ringing that one hard around the zone, and now you'll see Bennett trying to pressure off a very aggressive PK.
McCarty trying to get it in over the line, but DiGiacinto, he had to step inside the line, and that's going to be offside.
Bennett and McCarty chatted up in the corner. Nothing coming of that. 2 teams just trying to stay with it. Acadia got to stay focused. 2 goals down. They've got some big guns. DiGiacinto, 9 shots, 5 shots. Game 2, game 1. He's could be the difference maker. They just need to put some shots on goal. They got those lucky bounces in the first game, able to put a lot more than I think this UNB team was expecting in that first game. Like DiGiacinto said in that interview after game 2, they need the bounces. And like we always say, it's a cliche, hockey is a game of bounces, as we're going to get a quick timeout.
So Acadia calling a timeout. They want to draw something up. You see Gardner McDougall. I talked to him just heading into game number 2. And he was very, very confident despite being down 1-0. He saw his team pour it on, had a lot of great chances. And Darren Burns, he knew in game number 2 that his team was going to see an onslaught from UNB in game 2. He knew he was going to see another good game from the Reds.
Yeah, coach of the year right there, 19 seasons, Darren Byrne. Gardner McDougall, 20 seasons. These guys are very familiar with this conference, with how this goes. UNB has been in a number of AUS championship finals. Acadia, they haven't been here since, I think, 2013-14. So getting back into these big games, Acadia's been that kind of team for the last 5 seasons that have just been knocking at the door. This is their opportunity. They want to come away with it. A program that believes in their hockey team. Kevin Dickey, right from the top, he supports this team. Former athletic director here at UNB, and they're looking to come back here 2 goals down.
Kevin Dickey was up in the press box for game number 2, and nobody was more disappointed that Acadia lost that game than Kevin Dickey, and boy, what a great job he's done with that school, giving the school, the athletic department, all kinds of resources.
Yeah, Kevin Dickey, a heart and soul guy for the Athletics. Right now, their football team, extremely successful in the AUS, but I truly think they're a hockey school. They love their hockey there, only show in town, and they pack that rink in Wolfville for these kinds of games. They're hoping for 2 goals here to bring it back and get ready for U Sports Nationals.
Rugby-style scrum off the draw, comes back to McDougall, across. Here's Harper, zings it towards the net. Loose puck, not out of the zone. A shot by McDougall, and that's blocked by Sam Dove McFalls. 31 seconds remaining in the power play for Acadia. Harper, below the goal line, gets the return pass. Up top, McDougall. Harper lets the shot go. Friendly fire as that hit Owen McDonald. And pouncing on that puck is Harvey.
Well, Dove McFalls had the puck. He gave it away, but you know what he did? He stood right up and blocked this next one. You can see here, tries to clear it, kept it in, and down he goes. Sacrificed the body, make up for that giveaway, and a huge block to keep another puck away from his keeper.
McDonald against Simpson at the face-off dot. McIver gets it, able to send it down. Here's Simpson, the net is empty for the extra attacker. Simpson scores. And this game is done like dinner.
And Hall just got, I don't know, it might have been a spear behind the play. You can see DiGiacinto, who else but DiGiacinto, they had a chat before the game at the center ice, and Hall's down. Might have been a shot to the face, as you can see him there, and the crowd not happy. And that's a tough way to, you know, give up a goal, and now you're going to lose a man.
Well, DiGiacinto in game 1 was very lucky. He hit Olivier LeBlanc with a stick in the head. Only got a 4-minute penalty, and I was expecting him to be suspended for game 2.
I think you and everybody in the AUC was expecting that as well, Peter. But Hall back to his feet, and it's too bad. We just had a beautiful goal. Simpson won the face-off, won the race to the puck, put in the back of the net. Hall, thankfully, back up to his feet, heading into the bench.
Now, we don't have any look at that stick to the face of Hall.
Yeah, certainly not the time you'd expect it, but DiGiacinto, frustration obviously starting to mount for this Acadia team. Under 4 minutes to go, down by 3, and you just gave up an empty netter. But huge win by Simpson. Stayed with it, stayed with the puck off the face-off win. It got knocked ahead, ultimately just won the race, beat his man, and he had nothing but wide open cage to look at.
There you go, prime example of the importance of winning face-offs. And won the draw, able to get the goal. And oddly enough, 2-minute penalty for DiGiacinto. I was thinking maybe a 4 or a 5. But anyways, he's done for the night.
And Hall still on the bench, so that's a good sign. Watling not out yet, so we'll await his return.
UNB making a change here.
They'll try to kill as much time as they can.
Here's Simpson again, breakaway! Saved there by Flodell, they score!
And who is it but Goulet once again, Peter?
Alex Goulet with the hat trick. Come on, folks. Get those hats on the ice.
That's his second hat trick of the playoffs. This guy has been nothing but an offensive powerhouse for this UNB Reds team. Moncton couldn't handle him. Acadia couldn't handle him. He's finding ways to get pucks in the back of the net, and he just put his team up by 4 goals late in the third period.
I am shocked where everybody's wearing hats here. How come there's no hats on the ice? It's a hockey tradition. So they're calling the Simpson goal. So 2 quick goals. And this game is over. There's another chance. That time Boland. And that's so typical of UNB. They get one, they get that confidence going who knows, in a matter of 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they can get 3 or 4.
Certainly a third period team. We're hoping now with the in-house announcer we'll get some cheers, maybe a hat or two. There's the crowd. They're happy now.
Here's Pomerleau in there. Acadia, they got close in this game. They got that goal by McDougall early in the third. But they've fallen apart just a little bit. Here's McDougall. That's a shot goes off the ankle of Gattenby. Howardchuk brings it over, and he delayed at the line. That's going to be offside. And here you go. This is what it's all about. Championship trophy in men's hockey in the AUS.
Well, you look up at the rafters here at the Aiken University Center, and there's a couple names right there. UNB, no stranger to hoisting this cup. The last time they did it was the 18-19 season right there. That's where number 20 will go, the 20th year. And they'll see if they can put their name there. They're up by 4.
They'll finish this game. They'll win the AUS championship and then maybe take a day off and get ready for U Sport Nationals next week in Halifax. And they're not done yet. Here's Goulet. Goulet looking for his 4th.
He just won't stop, Peter.
Who knows? He might pull a Mika Zibanejad here tonight.
Yeah.
The New York Ranger with 5 goals last night against Washington.
Well, he certainly was looking for his 4th in that first hat trick against Moncton. He won't give up here for another minute 9 seconds.
9 goals in the AUS playoffs for Alex Goulet. Was a sniper in junior, came here, learned how to play two-way hockey, and he's been the big story in this one. Under a minute now. McDonald drops it back. McCarty with a shot that goes wide. McDougall. McDonald in the slot, poked away. McDougall keeps it in. 38 seconds remaining. Loose puck out in front. Here's Simpson. Simpson, nice move. Over for Boucher. And Acadia, they'll have to regroup, get ready for next week. They're heading to the Nationals as well. As a matter of fact, they're hosting it. They will be playing on Friday night next week. That'll be their first game of the tournament. And the fans on their feet here at the Aiken Center. And the Big Red Machine moving through the night, mowing down the competition. And this one is over. Your 2019-20 AUS champions, the UNB Reds.
Well, Watling back out there to celebrate with his teammates. Great to see as they surround Harvey, who had a great game, 18 stops. Thought there was a glimmer of hope there. 3 and 5 were shots on goal in favor of Acadia. They had a goal, but ultimately it was UNB that took over.
And remember, after they scored that goal, it was the Flamin line with Henderson out there and Rodney Southern. They had a chance, and who knows, it could have been tied. But the final 5-1 UNB over Acadia to capture the AUS title. We'll take a break. We'll come back for the trophy presentation.
It's not just about showing up, how fast you can run, how far you can throw, or how hard you can kick. It's about knowing your limits. Separate is always best. Just do you. Remember, there's no pressure. It's okay to crush a water. It's not a game. Keep it social. Visit keepitsocial.ca.
Flavor is in bloom with the new Beyond Meatballs at Subway. Enjoy plant-based meatballs with no compromise on taste. Try them on the mouth-watering Beyond Meatball Marinara Sub. Beyond Meatballs, only at Subway.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology. So you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
Finally, a non-alcoholic beer that actually tastes like beer. Introducing Budweiser Prohibition Brew.
So there you see the UNB Reds. They win their 17th AUS title. A big 5-1 victory. They had to work for it, though, Michael, in the third period, but they got the job done.
Well, they got it going in the second. I don't think they looked back, Peter, putting up big numbers on the shot count. They started off a little slow. Acadia bit back, but quickly the tides turned. And once again, the Reds are champions of the AUS.
And there's Alex Goulet, the hat trick here this evening. Alex Goulet, talked about him in the third period, a sniper in junior, played for Charlottetown and Victoriaville. He came here and he realized, hey, I got to be good on the other side of the puck. And I got to tell you, having called some of his games when he played for Charlottetown, very strange to see him out there killing penalties, but he's really rounded out his game.
Well, I think that's what UNB does. They develop guys in different ways. Gardner finds a way to see potential in some of these guys. And that's a little bit about what the AUS does, too. We've got some great talent all the way through the rankings as we get a good interview with the man.
Okay, we're joined now by the man that had the hat trick in this closeout game, Alex Goulet. Alex, I was just saying, I've always known you when you played for Charlottetown, called some of your games. You were a sniper. Your game has really rounded into form. Who do you credit for that?
I'd say my coaches, you know, like Gardner pushes us every day, you know, to work hard. And, you know, that's just the way I became now. Like, it's become an habit, you know, to work hard every day and do everything I can to help the team to win.
Alex, hat trick against UDM tonight, another hat trick. You almost got 4. What's the secret?
I don't know, just shoot the puck. I'm pretty confident right now. You know, we have a really great team, and I don't know, just a confident group of guys, and we just find a way to score some goals.
You and Tristan Pomerleau have a good rapport there because he set you up on a couple of Brett Hall-style goals. Talk about the relationship between you guys out on the ice.
Yeah, you know, me and Palmer play 2 years together, junior in Victoriaville, so we really have a good chemistry together. And I don't know, he just always find a way to find me on the ice, and I just need to put in the net.
Okay, they want you to go back on the ice and get ready for that trophy presentation. Congratulations, Alex.
All right, thanks, guys.
Okay, Alex Goulet, they're waiting for him to come back out and take that headset off and join his teammates.
Well, duty calls, Peter, is Goulet back out on the ice. And, well, the man of the hour, 3 goals, and a tremendous performance, not only in this game, but the entire playoffs.
So Alex Goulet,
Subway player of the game.
Subway player of the game, okay.
Yeah, McDougall got it for Acadia.
No surprise there.
Yeah, no, gosh, no.
Next, we will present the playoff most valuable player award, most valuable player from the 2020 Subway AUS Men's Hockey Championship is from the UNB Reds, goaltender number 1.
And Sam Harvey named the MVP of the postseason.
Well, a pretty impressive start for this gentleman in his first year with UNB. All-team rookie. Now he's got the MVP of the AUS playoffs. What a good way to keep guys in your program. What a good way to show that this is a good program and a good league to play for.
And his performance in Game 2, specifically that second period, just world class. And, you know, we saw some great goaltending in this final, both Flodell and Harvey. And now the trophy presentation. And there you see the captain, Marcus McIver. Captain McIver, 3 U Sport national rings to his credit, and looking for a 4th.
And well, that's it, Peter. These guys aren't done here. It's celebration for now, but back to the drawing board. They've got nationals coming up.
So there you have it, Marcus McIver. He's very familiar with holding that trophy. And now the traditional team picture. And this team, they'll celebrate tonight, but you can be sure this weekend they'll be locked in, focused for what's to come next week in Halifax.
Gardner McDougall, he's known, even when they had that bye in that first round of the AUS playoffs, right back to practice. These guys don't stop, and that's the kind of pedigree that he enforces. That's why they win championships, and that's, I think, why they're ultimately the victor tonight, and they're looking to try to capture that U Sports Cup.
Okay, so the UNB Reds are the 2019-20 AUS champions as they defeat Acadia by a score of 5-1 here tonight on home ice. So on behalf of Mike Bugeaud and myself, Peter Rutgazer, and the entire TV1 crew, so long from Fredericton.